just kind of let the clock run, sort of thing.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. I'm not enough for you.
no, it's not that. I'm just hitting. It's just kind of pushing me along so that I can do things. So like, I'm just getting things set up, and
Yep.
when I let the clock run, it pressures me to work on things. Hey, Void 8 Null, how you doing, friend? I got Cygnus in Discord with me, and he thinks I hate him, and I don't, because I'm just a bad
Stuart
friend.
wants me dead.
We're just jumping straight to that one, aren't we? We're just going right there. Hey, Hyde, how's it going? Do. Hello, hello. I'm trying to find my maps, and I don't know where they're at. Swamp tiles. Hey, that sounds important. I think I need my swamp tiles.
More than likely, yeah.
Those sure are swamps. So that's good. Hey, yo, everybody. Just keeping on looking. I do have some bad news. It's not bad news, it's just disappointing news. Because we were talking about doing a Team Spit spinoff, and Puffin's too busy. So that's really disappointing. So, but it's okay. So if we come back, what we'll do is we'll have Murdoch, and we'll have oh god, what's his name? We'll have Mason, of course, and then we'll I'm thinking like a round robin of guests would actually be really fun. That way we can get used to the idea of a rotating cast for that. That would be real fun.
Just these random people that you don't really know showing up, and then Murdoch's like, "Ah, you're the new hire."
Or something like, or it's a criminal who needs to help them, or something like that. Always something silly. Once again, YouTube super chats are not being registered into the obnoxious little trackers. So I'm sorry, guys. It's gonna take me a second to keep track of things. By the way, thank you, Hyde, for the $10 super chat. Starting it off right. Heck yeah. Jacob Juarez says, "Hey, Stuart." Hi, Jacob Juarez. I need... God, where the hell is my swamp?
From Simon Castor, "Hey, Stuart. Just real quick, I hope you know Layla tore my heart out."
Ha! Yes! That's what I want so bad. Oh, thank you.
I know you do. You don't get it from me, but I know you do.
By the way, I'm hoping to chat with True. Sorry, I'm getting messages from Team Spit as well. We're debating on how to write Alistair's out of the story, so that way it's not like insulting to the audience, and it's not insulting to Alistair. Like, Alistair went on a farm upstate and won't be back for the next foreseeable future. It's just kind of...
Wait.
Hmm?
Here's an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Alistair come after going to college for so many years and was so thrown off by the fact of Murdoch doing all of this?
I mean, yeah, that totally can work. Like, I'm not super... It is just, to me, it's a little disappointing, like, to do that. But I completely understand. I'm not upset at Puffin at all. In fact, I'm even honored that he joined us. Like, really.
Yeah. The
idea. Go ahead.
The idea I would think of is he's going back to that school to teach them the quote-unquote proper way to do things, apparently. As from Murdoch.
He learned about this new technique called like, he gets back and they talk to a bunch of other psychics, which we can even foreshadow like a new psychic coming in, and they're all like, "Hey, Alistair, how you doing?" And he says, "I've learned many things on my journey, and like I've discovered that there is a new greater source of power." "What is it? Is it the space-time magic we heard about?" "No, none of those things. It's maglites." And we just cut to black there, or fade out. And we can imply that Alistair is not... Suddenly a portal appears. It's an anomaly called the plot hole. Yeah, so I would hate to write him out, like, without at least paying lip service to him going away. Because if we could lose any character, it would be Alistair. That makes the most sense. So that's fine. I don't mind that.
It's not a good thing to lose someone, but if you had to...
Yeah, because Murdoch was kind of the, like... I don't want to downgrade, or I don't want to downplay Mason's accomplishments, but Murdoch was kind of the breakout star of that session, and it was just fascinating to see him work. He was real good.
Just... Oh, I see your puzzles. Zug, zug, run.
just no. Yeah, he just not even bothering. I can't find my last frickin' tile set. I'll just have to Google it. Hopefully I can find it. Swamp.
YouTuber fan life. Not all of us can donate, but as you watch, it helps as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. You do not have to download. You don't have to download. You don't have to donate. It's honestly just a silly thing. At this point, I'm not really focusing on a ton of build up. Because I don't know. It's weird. So don't feel too bad about it. Swamp tile set. Pokemon. Let's try that. I thought you said you didn't want him going on a farm. Plot hole. So yeah. Yes, Hyde, you are a mod. There's my freaking thing. I'm gonna there. Well, I don't know where it's at, like, on my old files, but I found a new one, so I'm just going to drop it there and keep it. It's an old swamp village, which I'm okay with keeping right there. I'm going to save these to the personal drive. Hopefully nothing lewd comes up. It shouldn't, because I'm pretty good at keeping that off this right here, but...
Yep. From chat, plot twist, Lavi dies instead of Jade. Or, plot twist, Silver Skyleon dies instead of Jade.
If Lavi die, like, well, here's the thing, like, it's kind of a running joke between me and Alex. Every campaign she's in, I kill her. It's not on purpose 90% of the time, but I think Alex has died in almost every campaign I've ever GM'd with her. People used to accuse me of playing favoritism, and... I guess I got, like, more aggressive since then, and it's almost like reverse favoritism at this point, because I pick on her so much.
To be fair, she's quite reckless.
Mm-hmm.
People watching that can tell that Jade doesn't necessarily have a death wish, but she doesn't have a life wish.
Yeah, especially right now, because, like... You could see in the current episodes, they just kind of ran in, like, with no plan.
I think now that she has more of a life wish, considering that hot air balloon incident.
Yeah, I do. The problem is, Alex is really good at making characters. Like, Jade is a nice, complicated character, but she is not good at on-the-spot improv like that. So... she struggles a bit when I put her on the spot, as you could tell from the... oh, damn it, why did I close those? As you could tell from the Safari Zone episode, just being put on the spot, it did not work out.
Yeah. Like, what she did made sense, but also, at the same time, was like, read the room.
Like, yeah, just we're playing a game, sweetie. Just do that, and I'm just like, it's fine. Like,
yeah.
As soon as I started this whole thing, like, I realized that people were not on board anyway, so it was fine that it happened like that. So honestly, I'm kind of more mad at myself that I couldn't plan it better. So.
No amount of planning can fix the aspect known as players.
Yeah, that's true. But,
stuff from chat. This is a name. I joined and heard lewd.
I joined and heard lewd. Yeah, that comes up a lot in my conversations, apparently.
If Stuart ever needs to write someone out, he can pull a Power Rangers and say they went to a World Peace Conference.
I remember that! Oh my god. Go ahead, sorry.
At Stuart, who do you think would win, Lavi or Gregor?
Oh, from Thrilling Intent? You know, those two things do not directly translate, my friend. If I had to pick a winner just based on dumb anime logic, to be honest, Lavi? Like, because he's operating under completely different physics. So,
Game logic.
Yeah, it is a completely different set of physics they're working under. So, yeah, at the moment I'd say Lavi, but that's cheating. It's like, who would win between Arale and Goku? Well, Arale wins every time because she's got bogus, like, comedy magic. Or who wins between One Punch Man and anybody? One Punch Man. That's the joke.
The only one that wins beyond One Punch Man is Discount Man, the one who makes the meat half-priced.
Oh my... What's this? Plot twists, all four of them in a hospital since they started the journey. God, no! Josh...
No. That is a bad ending to any series ever.
Power Rangers, who are the middlemen. Okay. Josh Sawyer at worst retcon ever seen by you. As in, have I ever seen... Oh, God. Like, in what context? If we're talking about a TV show retcon... I'm having a real hard time, like, coming up with a retcon that I can think of right now. So, they're all... Like, retcons in general are not good. Actually, pretty much Pokemon is a retcon nightmare if you really think about it. Because every new game, they're like, oh yeah, we have berries, and berries are what everyone eats all the time. And like each game, like they pretend like these creatures existed when they clearly didn't exist until then. So Pokemon in itself is just a retcon nightmare. In fact, whenever Eevee and Pikachu comes out, you could pretty much expect me to try to force something in here, because when we started the campaign, Sun and Moon weren't out, but when Sun and Moon came out, I had to quickly write Ultra Beast into the story. So take what you will from that. No, they eat Pokemon. Yeah.
The worst recon was the midichlorians from Star Wars.
To be honest, I still do not hate midichlorians. Like, a lot of people do, based like on principle, and I'm just like, I don't know. It doesn't bother me that much. Midichlorians are the powerhouse of the Self. Yeah, heck yeah, they are.
That explains why Cell was so powerful.
He had midichlorians.
Yeah. The Cell saga. Those midichlorians.
Okay, so I need to build a... Oh, God, I am so bad at... Like, normally when I build something, I just come up with it on the spot, and, like, as I'm building a map, I just make up, oh, this would be fun if it was this, or this would be fun if it was this. I usually don't have long-term plans unless unless I'm already working with a long-term plan. So, swamp map, Pokemon. Like, I know... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
One question that popped up in chat earlier. Let me see if I can find it. What's going to be your next big series?
We're working on Path of Kings right now. Right now, Jakey is doing all she can in order to get that ready for us. In fact, I can show you guys some artwork if you want. I haven't shown... I think I showed one person some of our artwork. Give me a second. Pathfinder Kingmaker, Jakey's art, Staglord. What happened to my art? Oh, there they are. There, I'm going to drop it in Jakey's art. Yeah, I can drop that. Okay. So if you want to see the next big series, here's we are doing a series called Path of Kings, and it is based off of Pathfinder Kingmaker, and season 1 is definitely going to be very Pathfinder Kingmaker, but by season 2 the show is going to be unrecognizable as far as like Kingmaker's concerned. I'm just using that as a bit of a jumping off point. But here's our logo. I like it a lot. And it's super good. $5. Okay, this is it. Just a shout out to Teach. You are awesome and my favorite YouTuber. And believe in yourself, because the great Hyde, believe in you. Thank you, Hyde. That's very sweet. And I now need to hop in. I gotta hop in Streamlabs and change that. But that's a good problem to have. I appreciate that. Restore house YouTube. Thanks, buddy. Not a thousand. Sorry, what?
You can't believe in yourself. Believe in the me that believes in you.
Right. Okay. Reset the donation goal. Oh, by the way, I should probably post this on social media or something.
Oh, that you're streaming?
Or at the very least, because what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to like experiment with the YouTube sponsor thing, and it's unfortunate because like no one uses that, but it's real good for YouTube to pay attention to you if you can get a lot of sponsors. So if you look on the left hand side of our screen graphic, you can see next character 7 out of 10. I would like 10 sponsors, and I will unlock the Plusle and Minum. I'm probably saying those wrong, of course, because I always do. It will unlock those characters for House YouTube. So, it's cheaper than the Super Chats. It's cheaper than other things. So if you want to hit up on that, if you look in the description, there's a link that says, what does that link say? Unlock new characters. If you click on that, you can find that little button that says join, and you can sponsor the channel. But why? YouTube pays attention to you if you have channel sponsors, and it's disgusting, and I don't care for it, but that's their business model right now. They've got way other business models, but yeah, that is one of the metrics they're paying attention to.
Because you are no longer talking about MLMs, any in-depth thoughts on JRPG?
Oh, JRPG. Okay, I am pretty excited about it. I have not been I talk to Jay every once in a while. Mostly we just chat as like GMs and business owners. But you know, he's in our D6 game, and he's going to be playing that with us. I think he wants us to raid him at the end of every D6 game, which I'm more than happy to do. So that'll be cool. I am super excited for JRPG. I probably will not watch a ton of it myself because I just don't like watching things on Twitch. Not super often anyway.
Hello, first of all.
Hi, who is that? Roberto,
me.
hi.
Hello. Yeah, I started watching Jay's stream about that. I couldn't get a hold of it. So what was that?
So JRPG is his next show. That's going to be very, very. It's very like TI related. They filmed everything and recorded everything, and they're going to play it like an episode of Thrilling Intent or Pokemon Tabletop if you only watch this show. And it's heavily edited, but they're going to have a heavier focus on game mechanics, so it's going to be closer to Utopus, actually, than Thrilling Intent. He made up his own system for the game, and I think eventually he wants to sell the system as like a tabletop game, but for right now, it's just going to be a show.
I think I heard him saying something like that about how he wanted the system to work and how that would work. I won't lie, I was doing something else while the stream was going on, so I did not watch it.
Yeah, it was not the best way to announce a show, to be honest. I think I hope he drops the trailer on his YouTube channel, because that would help. And I understand they are going to shill it during Thrilling Intent this week, so that works.
Also, is that the artwork for the new show? For Path of Kings?
Yeah, so these graphics right here are for Path of Kings. This right here, it's going to be based on Pathfinder Kingmaker, but like I said, I'm just using that as a jumping off point. And you can see the first character that's going to be very out of place is this guy. His name is Iael, the Angel of Sciences. And
Oh!
Sorry?
Sorry.
No.
No, I just wanted to made a weird sound.
Okay. I am wondering what if you had a crossover with another Tabletop King. We're working on it, Void. I got 2 people lined up that I'm trying to get. The one is kind of an open secret. It is Matt Mercer. We're trying to get him. He's agreed to come on the show, but it's just working out a schedule. So
Open secret.
It's
crossovers.
Yeah, it is an open secret. So anyway, in Path of Kings, like Iael is going to be the one kind of assigning the party to their mission. And this is going to be the party so far. We got Jay playing this gal right here. Her name is Ram, and she is an Asimar dragonkin thing. And she is a blood rager. I like her a lot.
But it is going to be Pathfinder, right?
It is going to be Path. I might label it in the title as D&D or something. I'm actually kind of annoyed that whenever people look up tabletop shows on YouTube, they only look up D&D. No one looks up tabletop because no one knows what it is.
There's a reason for that, actually.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because people don't know the difference.
Mm-hmm.
That and because D&D is easy to get into.
Warped Lamp. Hi.
Welcome. Yeah, hello. I'm Warped Lamp, Master of Twisted. I was wondering how long it would take you to notice. And
I was going to say something, but you were in the middle of a monologue.
So, wow. Hi there.
Hi.
Okay. I'm real caught off guard. What you doing, man? Or friend?
I got pinged and I paid attention to your server. That's
fair.
What happened.
That's a way.
Well, I make at everyone announcements like every few days, and this is the first time you've done that. So, everyone, welcome Warped Lamp. This is an awesome, awesome person.
Thanks.
I've been
You're also an awesome person.
Thank you. I've been on your show a couple times, and I had to say, like, you guys are some of the most fun tabletop people I've ever encountered. So,
oh well, thank you.
Like, keeping up with you guys is always a fun challenge.
Yeah, we try our best. Not to toot our own horns, but we're actually amazing and the best.
That's humble. That's humble.
Exactly. Look, you gotta have a little bit of humility.
Just a little bit.
I like already.
Thank you. I'm the best. No, but I genuinely do try not to get a fat head about these things. But we do our best, and we're always happy to have you around. I haven't run any other shit games though, so you haven't been invited to anything, Stuart. Sorry.
No, it's fine. And yeah, that whenever I get on and I do my woe is me nonsense, it's just me like being dumb. So you can ignore that.
That's just how it is when you make things.
Mm-hmm.
Being dumb?
Yeah, no, you're just dumb sometimes. Like, anyone who's a creator will tell you every now and again, you're just a moron.
Oh, yeah, no, that's for sure.
That's why we're here to help guide you on the track back to something that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Lady Nanaki's in the audience too. Wow, this is a bunch of unexpected stuff. Why are people paying attention to me?
You pinged.
I guess, and that was my mistake. Next time I won't do that. I guess. I can't publicly talk shit about people anymore, I guess.
I was gonna say, if you don't, I'll get Takoa to tell you to.
Is Takoa gonna show up too?
I can make him.
Don't.
Don't make anyone do anything.
Well then, she's gonna enjoy what I've got.
Oh my god. So what have you got going on with yourself, Lamp? While I'm trying to build a map, you wanna?
What's going on with myself? Well, we just got done running Ebon Ward. That was a good time. It was a good session. We did some murder and stuff. That's fun. And next week I'm continuing the thing that I'm running, which has also been very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Incidentally, you've got someone who does all your sprites and junk for you, Stuart. Yeah.
Sorta. What can I help you with?
It's not that I'm asking for help, it's that I'm asking for additional perspective. I'm wondering if you also have the problem of trusting other people with projects at all under any circumstances, because I generally don't, and I hate that. I've got an artist who's doing all the tokens and junk for the game that I'm making, and she does a fantastic job, and I trust her dearly, but I'm an anxious wreck, and when I am not the one in control of every aspect of a project, I worry to shit.
I sent you a private message link to the private server where everyone who works on all of my shows resides, as in they do the assets, the backgrounds, the editing, etc. It's you can feel free to hop in. I will probably kick you out later because there's a lot of things in there I like to keep hush hush, but you can see how I arrange things.
Huh, okay.
Is Stuart invited to his home just to kick you out?
Well,
hey, man, that's the way you gotta it's a power play every now and again, you know?
He has to show him who's the boss.
Yeah, for sure.
Me and Lamp sometimes play. What do you call that game? The association game? What is that?
Oh, Degrees of Separation. I love that game. It's my favorite game.
You want to explain it real quick?
Yeah, sure. So there's it's really, I guess it's kind of a party game, kind of a social theory, in that the concept is that you can connect yourself to any other human in 7 connections or less. And usually people try and do it with celebrities, which is also what I do, but I like to try and make it a little bit more personal and getting to know people. But like, for example, I can connect myself to the Pope in 2, or no, 3, because my grandmother went to Venice, and she had a tour guide who had met the Pope, so you can do that. Or alternatively, you can do it the fun way, which is which I have met Gajin Goomba. Gajin Goomba knows Matt Pat met the Pope.
Okay. Well, you did actually.
I love that game. It's my favorite game.
You mean namedrop.game?
Yes, namedrop.game. That's also what you could call it.
I'm gonna start calling it that now because that sounds way more fun. Oh man, I hope
Name drop the game, humble brag the game, whatever you want to call it.
And
Humble brag.
sure is.
Again, have some humility, you know?
Oh no!
I'm gonna give you crap, Stuart, about I've statted Pokemon for you and I don't have access to that server.
Oh my
I
god!
don't think that's enough.
No, have you considered busting your ass more?
Are you talking to me?
Let's see. No, me probably. Let's see. Have you made 12 different Pikachu in the course of 30 minutes?
No, I haven't.
That's actually not that hard if you use Pokegenesis, actually.
So hey guys,
Hello.
Hey, Jay.
Hey Jay.
am I coming in through well?
Nope.
You're
Nope.
coming in like ass, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm at work.
So why are you talking now?
Wow.
I'm at work and I've got a crappy pair. I do my best. Wait,
Wait. I'm hearing wait.
Wait.
Hammer time.
We're all holding our breath, man.
I've got a second pair of headphones. Let me switch to those.
Maybe that'll be better.
I've got a bit of a present for you. It's not entirely done, but I think you'd enjoy seeing.
It's a bomb.
It's what?
I'm throwing it in my 2 cents.
All right, sure. I'll check it out in a minute. I'll even throw it up on stream. We don't get the fan art that Warped Lamp gets in surprise round, but we do get memes.
Yeah, we get.
Stuart, you do.
We got the best of both worlds over at twitch.tv/surprise round RPG, because we get fan art and we get memes just by the shovelful. What are you laughing at?
Oh my god, this is amazing, Jay.
If someone can just animate this, just drop a couple of shill anvils.
Can I show this to the stream, Jay? This is awesome.
Wow.
Well, of course you can.
I guess.
You have my permission.
Alright, yeah, this is awesome. This is so cool. So
That
it's
does
the
look awesome.
it's the party with all of their starters. People seem to forget that Scarlet's starter was not in fact Solrock, but was Bolt. But I guess Lucario wasn't Lavi's starter either, so that works.
I mean, it's not their starter. It's the Pokemon that they like the most by this point.
That's super cool. Thank you so much, Jay. This is awesome. Oh my gosh. Do.
Oh, hey, you got a donation.
There's
Hey,
my guardian.
Wow, you got money! Wow, how awesome is that?
It's pretty cool, not gonna lie. That is the one thing the loading crew is really good at, actually, is shilling. Like, I can shill pretty hard.
You got that shed chill.
I do. I don't have the talent to bring in the crowds like you guys do, but boy, can I squeeze milk from a stone.
Hey, Stuart. The
Generally,
bar
you're trying to get blood
updated.
from a stone, but yeah, we'll milk it. We'll see how that goes.
I showed you that method. Like I'm very transparent too. I'm like, you know, guys, I'm playing some pretty sick psychological traps on you. Are you okay with this? And everyone's on board. So
And everyone's like, of course, we love manipulation. Because they do.
God damn it.
Hooray for building of the world.
yes, sir.
Oh my god. Hello, Shay.
Hello, Shay.
Hey.
Wow, we got people in here.
Don't worry, if I need
I
to
mean,
be
you
quiet,
called
I'll be
us.
Yeah, you pinged!
I did do that. I did
quiet.
do that.
You paid them? Wow.
I pinged is what he
Oh,
said.
I thought you paid them. No, we pay you, apparently.
I wish.
Oh, damn, they know about that cool 50 that you slid me so I could come on your stream and self-promote.
It's just like with X. It's just like with X.
I'm trying to think of in what world is that a good business model. Like
None of them, actually!
I'm actually crying. I'm never laughing.
I wonder.
Oh my-
I can. The only time I can think of that being a good business model is if you're dealing with a loan shark. But then again, that's already questionable in its own
Yeah,
right.
you shouldn't have opened dealing with Loan Shark. That's a bad call.
I mean,
I will know that for
Hello.
next time. Hi, who is this now?
Scarlet, yay! Or,
Oh,
I
Tracy.
can-
Tracy, how you
or I
doing?
can- oh, damn it! Oh, ow! That actually hurt.
Okay.
I didn't realize you were chatting in Discord.
Yes, we always chat in
Yes.
Discord.
I'm
Didn't
paying
you see the
$2.
ping?
Didn't you see the ping?
Paying $2. Ow! I hit my head way harder than I needed to.
Well, we
It's
used to
so
always
cold
chat in
back on
Discord, but if we get
Spaceballs.
too big,
Yeah, if we get too big, I tend to start kicking people because, like,
Yeah.
I hate to
Kick the blind boy.
I hate to do that, but it's just like.
It's a necessity at some point.
I used to make it to everyone, open to everyone. Now I only make it to open to patrons and then close friends. But there was one point where we had more people.
I'm definitely not the first one.
True, but there was one point where we had more people in the chat in Discord than we had in the actual. In the actual stream.
The stream.
Yeah, and I'm just
That's-
at that point, it's like, no, get the hell out. like either help us out with your watch times, or like no. So I had to make it patrons only.
Oh, sorry. I
Yeah,
guess
that's why
then I don't have much of a YouTube following. Bye.
Way!
Tracy,
I'll
Tracy,
subscribe.
stay.
you stay here.
your
I mean, I don't have any YouTube following. I don't have any following.
I don't have any either. I just give $2 measly dollars.
I give 5.
Process, yes.
It's not a
basically.
con-
I'm his
I
friend.
I mean, that's bragging rights right there.
I'm Stuart's
Yeah,
best friend.
It's pretty cool being
You're
friends with
his
Stuart. Then you get to hear all of his
artist and
inappropriate
best
stories.
Yeah, I also have boobs, so I win.
But so
I
does
mean, you're not
Elena,
wrong.
And he married that.
We
Wait,
can't.
that
we
actually-
can't.
no,
we
he
can't
won't.
argue that.
Hold on, what did you say?
Yep.
Did you say who'd you say I married?
You married Elena.
Oh, okay, I thought you. Never mind. I was like, excuse me. I mean,
Yeah,
I'll
you married a
marry.
llama, right?
Wait, did you think I called her like a thought or something? God, no.
No, I thought you said I married Lamp, and I'm like, well, I mean, she's,
Wow.
That was a secret.
if she asked, but like,
Stuart,
Is there something you're not telling us?
this isn't
Oh,
how
Stuart, here's the co-op.
I was
I
told
got
by Cygnus to show up.
I didn't want you to find out like this,
Oh,
Lamp, but I'm glad it came out at least. I'm glad it did.
Wait, I'm confused. What's going on now?
Yeah,
I'm
Stuart, see, I got your
I'm
co-op.
confessing to Lamp, Shay. You're ruining my confession.
Oh, go get that lamp.
Stuart, I
Words
don't
I
know how to
never
tell
thought
this
I would
to you, but I am an object.
Yeah, but do you love Lamp?
Don't
Are you
don't tell
just-
Love
Tumblr.
can exist between an object and a GM who shows
Are you
his
just-
own work.
Are you just saying you love Lamp because everyone else has got something to love, or do you really love Lamp?
Do you love Lamp Coon?
Do I love Lamp?
No one got the reference, and now I am.
Now I got the reference. Don't worry,
Thank
I haven't
you.
heard it 300,000 million billion times.
sad.
I was actually really trying to make
now
a
I feel
reference.
bad.
And that was one more for the road.
That's all good.
Oh my god. God damn it.
Anyway, different topic.
Yeah.
Sure. How do you follow from that?
Has Stuart told you guys any inappropriate stories? Because he's told
Yes,
me
a
a
lot.
bunch.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
like
what
I think I got like 2 that I like.
Hey, there's a new sponsor, Clear Sky Guardian.
Thank you, Clear Sky Guardian.
Sponsor approved.
Heck yeah.
I haven't said that in forever. That's just a little joke me and my uncle had. He was
Okay.
actually my sponsor for confirmation, and whenever my mom said I couldn't have something, I'd ask him and he'd go, sponsor approved.
Neato
That's cute.
burrito. I'm trying to remember the
I
last.
kind of want burrito.
I'm trying to remember the last inappropriate story I shared with you, Lamp. Can you give me a a YouTube advertiser friendly version of it so I can refresh my memory?
Just
let
try
me
and
think.
pick one.
The
Just
one-
try and pick one if you can. I know there's a few.
The one that's coming to mind, it wasn't the most recent one. The one that's coming to mind is that you said that you and your wife were in line at a like a convention. Yeah.
Yep. That one I do tell a lot, mostly because that one's actually funny and it didn't end in anything weird. It just
Yeah, that one doesn't end in anything. It's just a funny circumstance.
Aw, I like funny circumstance.
I'm not sure
But it's
I
not
heard that
YouTube
one.
safe.
Yeah, and then
go ahead.
I remember something else about how you read that one book that's not just a sex book, but it is.
Oh, now that one I will tell because that one is actually educational, believe it or not.
Ooh, educational stories. Only on
Education.
the family loading group.
Yep, the educational lewds. That is because when I was in college, I had to do a religious studies course, and I was very upset that I had to do a religious studies course because I'm not super religious. I've got nothing against religion. I've got nothing against religion, but
Fair.
I personally am not super religious. And
That's fine.
Yep. So what happened was, as a final in this particular class, we had to do a report on any particular religious book. It said you can pick anything so long as it is sacred in at least one religion. So I went, oh, neat. So I picked the Kama Sutra.
Yep.
And everyone knows the Kama Sutra nowadays as the dirty sex book from India. And it's actually so much more than that. Because it's
I
actually...
don't know
I've been
that.
told that it's actually like only 25% of it is actually sex positions or something.
Yeah, it's actually way more interesting because it was written as like a guide on marriage. It was actually like marriage advice. And
Oh.
yeah. So, like, in India, sex is a very important part of marriage. So yeah, it does cover that topic.
Not in America, though.
No, not here. We don't worry about that at all. But like actually, like 80% of the book was matchmaking tips, how to run a business, mostly prostitution business, but it taught you how to do it.
But there's some
business
that
nonetheless.
translates.
I mean, it's legit education.
What?
It's an education that no teacher probably wants to talk about. or is legally unable to.
I can legally. I'm telling you the educational implications, educational benefits of
That's
it.
fair. I forget you're a teacher sometimes.
Yeah, so do I, but that's because I talk to him casually sometimes.
Right?
My parents.
I mean, then again, Slow said she was kind of my therapist.
Who?
But, Slow, Mara.
Well, that's she's only connected to me through friendship, so that's on you, man.
Well, it was fine.
Okay.
Anyway, continue.
That's really about it. Like, the most interesting thing, and like also hilariously insulting, was they have when they're matchmaking people up, they will actually measure. I'm just going to say sizes, and I think everyone knows what I mean by that.
Yes.
Yeah. So they measure
Yes.
like sizes, and they have different categories for how gifted people are. Now for men, the categories are like rabbits. The other category is bull, and then stallion, and all very flattering terms. But the categories for females are doe. I'm trying to remember I cannot remember the middle one, but I will never forget the last one. But the biggest size for females is cow elephant.
I'm sorry.
Oh my!
What?
Wow.
Oh, a female.
Hold
yeah,
on. What,
a female elephant is called a cow.
Yeah. So cow elephant was the. I bought a copy that's a blunt force. Like a blunt force trauma translation. So like there's like no word in English for what they were using. It was describing some kind of mythical creature. So I don't know exactly what it is, but I can't imagine that's a good term. So
I mean, in India,
Maybe
the
it's
cow is seen.
flattering.
The elephant is seen as sacred.
okay, let's go one at a time because we are getting like 18 people.
The elephant is seen as sacred in India, so it could be something off of that.
Yeah, Ganesha.
That's true. Like, that is true. And to my knowledge, now I am not an expert in Indian culture or history.
Really, you read one book?
I read one book, right? But
You're more expert than most America.
I was to say also cow elephant is probably just referring to the female elephant, which is called a cow.
oh,
That's what I just said.
Yeah, I just say you get around it. It's the female elephant is actually like the chicken rooster. The female chicken's a hen. The male chicken's a rooster. The
Well-
female elephant is a cow. The male elephant is a bull, I believe.
that's
I
fair.
never knew that.
I am just going to say if I personally don't think the term cow elephant is flattering, but if others do, then who am I to say?
Yeah, more power to them.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
then, if you
Raise your dongers if you're a cow elephant.
you said there was rabbit, bull, and then stallion. So they're probably referring to a bull elephant, not a bull like cat.
Huh.
Hmm.
I'm serious, it's
Maybe a cow elephant is a symbol of motherhood in a sense. I don't
Okay.
know, just food for thought.
You're probably right. Like at this point, you probably are. But
It
I'm
would
just
make sense
For thought,
because
and the food is curvy because it's not going to go down very well.
so it would make sense because elephant herds are a matriarchy, so it kind of is flattering in a way if you think about it.
Huh.
heck yeah.
I
Good on
am
you, India.
learning.
Good on you, India.
Welcome to the world losing education stream.
I'll say, yeah, the only males in a elephant herd are babies, and as soon as they're mature, they're forced to leave.
Oh wow.
Like as soon as they can start mating, the elder female elephants drive them out of the pack, basically.
Wow.
That's way more knowledge on elephants than I ever would hope to have.
I'm learning.
World building stream where we learn about elephant culture.
Yes, the Loading Crew, where you learn about elephants and
Is there
Asian
an
culture.
elephant Pokemon?
I think there's a couple.
I mean, Buffalon.
Dolphin.
Oh, Donphan. We should.
Yeah.
You know what? For this stream, we should make the mascot of House YouTube a Donphan.
No, keep
I'm
the team.
I'm gonna
Okay.
not.
I just thought it would be. I just thought it would be a funny joke. Come
No,
on.
He's not an electric type. It wouldn't work.
The
That's
purple
fine,
minimum are
it's
here,
fine,
and they're by far my faves.
And I don't want to draw a Don fan. No.
Okay, you're the artist.
I want to draw the cute ones.
Oh my god.
So the,
Okay, how
so
about
it comes to light.
Fanpy?
You want to draw
Are you saying
Fanpy?
Fanpy is not cute?
I think it's cute.
Fanpy's adorable.
Fanpy is pretty cute.
But you threw.
It rolls
you threw
into
a
it
Trevenant.
can roll into a ball when it uses rollout.
Yeah, it's great.
And I'm blind. I'm going off of memory, so don't judge me.
That's
So
fine.
does that mean? Does that mean Trevenant is cute to you, Tracy?
Trevenant?
No,
Phantom is
no,
cute.
I kind of had to draw him because it's in my contract, unfortunately.
Still
I
waiting
mean,
for
just think,
Taskmaster.
he's just a grown-up phantom. He's just a grown-up phantom, and those are kind of cute.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't have grown up.
Someone.
Good thing to tell your kids.
Don't grow up, you won't be
Never.
cute anymore.
Don't worry, hold on to this Everstone. Oh wait, that doesn't work. Aww.
Could be. It actually in PTU, you could give it an Eviolite, and that prevents it from evolving.
No, the Eviolite just basically gives you defense boosts if you have it evolved. Everstone is what keeps it from
No,
evolving.
but in PTU, in the PTU games, it has.
Oh.
It gives that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
may as well
yeah,
make them the
yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
Or when they start evolving, you just scream B at them.
I mean, it's. Like, oh god.
No.
Professor Puce like, kept holding his metapod, wouldn't let it
Started
evolve.
evolving, he was like, stop that.
Excuse me,
Oh,
that is
man.
not the name. The name is our Lord and Savior Moonbug.
Which actually, technically, like, if I did a PTU campaign, I wouldn't have Pokemon evolve on their levels. I'd have them evolve around their levels. Because if you go to the actual comics, Pokemon don't evolve in nature unless they need to. Which is why you'll have like just herds of like the lower level, like the lowest evolutions. Like if you looked from the, I believe the Hoenn one, there was a Grandpa
I'll be right back.
Trico.
I'll be right back. I'm coming.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you then. Like, that ain't happening.
So like the thing is like in the Pokemon in nature, they only evolve like basically if they're getting to like with Beartick and Cubchoo. They evolve to like breed and take care of their young.
Mhm.
So if I did a campaign, it'd be more so of like, okay, they're evolve around level 15, and then I would wait for a moment in the campaign where the Pokemon showing struggle, or it wants more power, or it needs to do something, and then have it evolve like they do in the animes.
That's a pretty cool idea.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
I would do that, but like, I don't like that. So
Yeah, I can see that happening, but I think that most players would not like that.
I mean, otherwise,
have-
it's kind of like in my mind, it kind of feels like, okay, the Pikachu's running around the thing trying to evolve. It's like, if I kill one more Rattata, I can be a Raichu.
excuse me, sir. That's not how Pikachu evolved. Pikachu evolved through a Thunderstone, so there's no wild Raichu like ever.
The Logistin in me.
Just making a point that is, you got like
With
Pokemon
that-
running around killing each other because they want to become bigger.
Pigment. The one
Am I the only
issue
one
I
who
have
thinks
with that logistically is then the player has to immediately go and stat a new Pokemon to fit the Pokemon at their current level as the evolution. And they have to go and do that.
Or what you do is you tell them to have it set beforehand, and you will give them a cue of when you can use the new stats.
Am I the only one confused as to how a thunderstone works when stones can't
You
conduct
you
electricity?
give it
Shove
the
it down their
rock.
throat.
It's basically the stones hold energy, which is used by those certain Pokemon to evolve. And by touching it, the energy is released from the stone into them, basically, causing an evolution.
Yeah, but why do they exist?
That's a legit question.
Assembly of
That is my
Strong.
question.
Pokemon is goofy. Like,
Yes. I was thinking that. I think people try to figure out way too much.
we were
Yeah,
talking.
for sure.
We were talking earlier that Pokemon is basically a retcon nightmare, and that like every few games they just pretend that all these creatures always existed when clearly it's just a meta thing.
They didn't.
Yeah, And then they wrote it off in like Gen 5 that there's this multiverse, and like no one bought it, and like
no one bought the multiverse garbage. Everyone's just like, yeah, but if you look back at Fire Red and Leaf Green, it's talking about African elephants.
The thing is, I think people are starting to realize, at least in Pokemon games, we just don't really care.
You shouldn't care. It's Pokemon.
Yes.
I'm just sitting here like, no one bought it, so says the creator of Pokemon Tabletop Utopish region.
Man, Stuart, what you're doing here, this is some mundane bullshit. My heart bleeds for you.
Dude, I'm actually you want to see the first map I did with this kind of thing? I felt.
Well, I don't want to take the wind out of your sails by saying no. So yeah.
I felt really proud because I did this one in just like a couple hours, and you know I only have to load it once. I dropped it in my 2 cents.
Oh my god.
That is impressive.
Funny that someone brought up saying a litter of EVs got into some stones. Me and Sig were in a campaign last night. We found a box full of evolutionary stones. I really just wanted to grab an EV and toss it in and see what happens.
It dies. It just dies.
Like
it was out with like a leg as a Leafeon and the other leg as a Flareon.
I saw.
Wait.
Kill me.
Jesus.
Wait,
okay.
Pygmy. Pygmy. The Charizard had an EV.
I know, that's why if he was in the campaign with us as like an NPC, I would have just grabbed his EV and tossed it in.
Some things for the donations to make them feel wanted. $2 from Caleb Klutz from a while ago, and $5 from Rex5064. Thank you. We're just all real busy.
A while ago. Is my thing not updating?
It is, but I think it's not making any noise.
Oh no!
The last one I saw was Clear Sky Guardian with a new sponsor, so I did get that in.
The thing on your screen says Caleb Klutz put $2 in. We have Some Sheep as a new member, and Rex5064 pledged $5.
What is happening? YouTube, why aren't you telling me this? Thank you to everyone for doing that. Wow.
YouTube hates you.
Wow,
Clearly.
YouTube's really fucked. You should use another website.
Hey, I do actually.
I'm here.
I divide my assets, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job at that, actually. So I'm gonna keep that up.
You know, you shouldn't, but you are going to keep that.
Yeah, like it's clearly psychological manipulation, but everyone's
as long as everyone's on board with being suckers.
Yeah. So I mean, and I do make it very clear. Oh, by the way, we got Clear Sky Guardian with a $5 donation saying Dave's Vault. Thank you, my friend.
On the topic, honestly, sure, we could be offended, but what else are we going to do with our time?
You are a robot right now, my friend.
Is Shay back, by the way? Because can someone server unmute him?
Shay? Are back, Shay?
You have no mods.
I know. Shay, are you back, dude?
I think that's a no. That's a no.
That's a no. I'm going to server mute him again so I don't get his mom yelling at us.
Sorry, his mom.
Not that she's not cool. We just don't want that.
No one's saying that. I'm just saying that. Ooh, like,
no one was saying anything.
Yeah.
Language has not been invented yet. I'm waiting on it, honestly.
Rodents and robotic noises.
Well, I figure once we get language, like we'll be screaming through this whole society thing.
Especially on those wacky places called social media, where everyone has just such great opinions to share.
Yeah, no, I feel like once they figure out a comprehensible way to organize their thoughts, it'll just go so much better.
Mm-hmm.
You boys believe in social media?
No.
It's one of those. It's called a necessary evil, and God is the word evil. Just
real appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
So is it social media or anti-social media? Because you don't see people meeting up in person anymore.
It's
That's a lie.
Well, all right. Think of it like this: if you're having an ice cream party by yourself, is it an ice cream antisocial?
Yes.
All right. Well, that'll make you feel bad, and you'll eat more ice cream. So you're falling into the corporation's trap.
Note to self: whenever Will says a word, do not drink anything.
Fair. I will remember that, I guess.
Ugh,
Oh my god.
Power Rangers.
Now.
Hello?
Oh, there we go.
Right.
Look at that platform. That's a sexy platform.
Yeah, if you want to call it that.
Sure.
Hey.
If you want to objectify it, sure.
Well, I mean, we just got done objectifying you. I figured you'd just feel left out if we didn't do that to anything else.
Yeah, that's-
We're not gonna judge you for your object fetishes, Stuart.
Thank you.
That honestly opens so many doors.
I appreciate that.
It's very respectful of you.
Yeah.
So is the town building a boardwalk over these houses?
He's
No, he's
killing
getting rid of 'em.
everyone.
Get rid of the problem.
There we go. It's not real nice, but I'll just take that for now and see what I can do with it, because that is just a boring ass square right there. So I'm gonna try to figure out if I can finagle something a little more interesting out of that.
Yeah, wang jangle it.
You can, but yeah, there. Yep.
With Wang
I
jangling?
guess. Well, look at that. Venti sucks at cooking.
What?
I mean, you should have remembered the layers, though.
He made a reference to a channel called "You Suck at Cooking."
I'm sorry, are you under the impression that I'm Will? Because I'm not.
No, I'm not under. I said Venti.
Never mind.
He's not.
I think something got lost in
It's not
translation.
Venti.
No, that's no. Sorry, never mind. It's lost in trans. I'm at work right now.
You shouldn't be talking at work.
No, I'm on my lunch break. It's okay.
I mean,
So
alright.
eat.
I love to think
Well.
he's just in a lunchroom full of people and they're just staring like, who is he talking to?
Yes.
No, actually, I'm in my car.
This crazy motherfucker's talking to himself.
Are you eating beans?
In the communication.
The manager walks up and says, "You okay there? Do you need to
If
take
he's
the day
walking-
off or something?"
If he's walking to my car, I'm going to be suspicious.
Stuart, have you considered putting laser beams on this platform? I might spice it up.
You know, I think you're onto something, dude. I think
Maybe a smoke machine too.
That was a good tip.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
like a table.
what if you just convert this town into a laser tag arena?
That actually sounds kind of awesome. A whole
Yeah,
town
right?
just being a laser
Laser
tag.
tag. That sounds interesting.
But instead of laser tag, they're playing hyper beam tag.
Oh no! So you know all these amazing layers that I just got done selecting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just not doing that anymore. I guess I just deselected literally everything.
And lady's gone, sadly.
Oh, see you, lady.
Thanks for joining.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey, Stuart, these maps are fucking-gantic.
Mm-hmm. They sure are.
Your point?
I was pointing out, just creating some conversational jazz, you know?
That's how you do it, my friend. So yeah, like I only like loading maps once, and I don't like doing it more than once. So I guess that's the logic I'm going for.
So
Okay.
honestly, his next project for the next like online game is he's just gonna make the entire like, you know how they have the map on the first page?
Yes.
That's gonna be the map he makes, and Stuart's just gonna zoom in when they go to different towns.
It's just, yeah, I guess roll. Oh Lord. Okay, I see what happened there. Roll 20 is gonna appreciate that one.
Yeah, no, it'll. Yeah, I'm gonna go on record. It'll definitely hate that.
just one map. It's just huge.
Because Roll20 just works. So good sometimes.
Hey,
Roll20 will put up with a lot of your bullshit. I don't know if it'll put up with that.
Roll 20 was just like you try to upload the map, and the map doesn't upload. It's just a middle finger in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, honestly, like Roll20 will start giving you grief if you've tinted too many things. Like you really don't want to play God.
Well, which is Photoshop. Photoshop generally is a pretty easygoing gal, so I like to mess with that a bit. Plus, I need to learn it more for just various other things. Who is this?
Photoshop's a cheap floozy.
Who is this Lone Ranger right here, just hanging out? Who are you? Like, frickin'. Did I lose you somewhere? Like, I probably
He's a
did.
Lone Ranger. His name Charles.
Well, there's just a random piece of wood just laying here, so he's going bye-bye, so... That's just how
His
I
name was Frank.
Frank made poor choices showing up on my map.
Frank was the
Showing up
father
on
of the
Reddit.
sticks. He was going to confront you, and you've just killed him.
No, we need more sticks.
There goes that arc. Get a better one.
And in the trash it goes.
Photoshop
Like
is my boy. Go on.
Sometimes you just gotta shit can your arcs. That's how it is.
Boy,
I'm sure Stuart doesn't know anything about that, though.
Nope. Not one bit. Oh my god! I don't know how up to date you are with like our stuff, but yep, I went through the 5 stages of grief with that boss.
Yeah, I heard Will ruined it.
Oh, everything. 2 years worth of work just gone. And
throw.
Players can destroy things in 2 seconds.
And that is tabled up for you.
Oh yeah.
I'll keep that in mind for the future when I start running these things.
Yeah, no. Here's a hot dungeon master tip for you. Expect everything to go wrong.
Yeah.
Don't let that stop you. But
the worst,
it's kind of inevitable.
One of the bad things about having a solid map for your world, too, is, like, whenever you write an adventure for a town, and the players are like, yeah, you know what, let's just not do that town, and go right. And you're just like, well, if you had a Theater of the Mind game, you could have been like, well, fortunately that town is every town until you run into it.
Yeah, no, you can really cheat with Theater of the Mind.
Yeah.
Stuart,
Put a Snorlax on the path. Jade is in the party. Like,
it's owned by someone else.
It's oh, that's true. I didn't think.
No,
of that.
she's got
It's a
Snaggle.
statue
No,
of a
okay,
Snorlax.
no. Who is the dick who put the Snorlax in the middle of the road just to throw with people?
The GM.
Make that an NPC, an actual character that just does that.
He climbs on top of the Snorlax and demands a toll.
Oh my God, that'd be the best. Like if they're going really fast, have a Snorlax on hand and then put it at the end exit. And when Jade tries to catch it, you say no, and they're like, "Why?" She's like, "Oh, it's an NPC." And they're like, "Who the hell Snorlax is this?" A little child clambers on top of the Snorlax and be like, "It is mine." And they'll be like, "Who are you?" "I am Stuart."
Done. Adventure
That's a
written.
great idea. God damn it.
Print
I
it,
mean-
sell it.
I mean, yeah,
What the fuck are we doing this YouTube shit for?
exactly.
Hey, Stuart, I can swear here, right?
You can, you can, I can't. You can, I can't.
Ah, isn't that the pits?
Mr.
Oh.
Dr. Professor, the loading crew, is not allowed to swear, just in case the students are watching.
Yep. Well, I technically, like, I can swear, and there's nothing. It's just that I run the risk of losing my license. So I mean, like, there's that.
Yeah.
I
mean, how was your this past week? Your first week?
Yes, it was my first week, and I was a brave boy, and I just went right up to my principal and said, "You know what? I want my observation right now." And boy, was that not a great decision. Like, first week of class, I just went, you know, with all just demanded to be, like, it went well, and the principal, who doesn't know a thing about coding, said, "No, that was a great class. You should do that every time." And I'm like, "Nope, never again." Because my programming students now have no idea what's happening in certain places. So I'll need to fix that.
You'll have to.
Well, it seems
you'll have
like
to be
your
like,
coding
all right,
classes are going just fine.
all right, guys, I was lying to you. These numbers are not a magic incantation.
I mean, that's a way to explain shit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a thing which is like, once technology reaches a certain point, it becomes literally indistinguishable from magic. So yeah,
Yeah,
Just
you're not wrong.
just trying to build up enough wealth before the singularity that we don't get completely destroyed by our robot overlords.
exactly. Hopefully we've put in some stupid failsafe into our robots.
But you
Like
know
they're-
we won't.
But also, Stuart, you gotta think about it because of your profession of being in like the technical field. You might be spared because they'll need people to run maintenance on them.
Oh yeah, and then you can be like the resistance leader, because you can just mess with their code and be like, ha, he'll bump into walls sometimes now.
What's
I'm
to
actually
stop
trying
them
to
from...
imagine Stuart as a resistance leader now,
Like,
and they
every
image is
45th
hilarious.
time he tries to take a right turn, he takes a left.
What's to stop robots from maintaining their own code, though?
They don't understand it because no one understands coding.
No, that's a discussion I had with one of my teachers because we were talking about artificial intelligence, and basically someone wrote a AI that would rewrite itself to fix any code that was broken in its programming.
Why?
And that's basically that's what any smart AI will do, is it will rewrite itself in a code that humans can't understand. And so basically a new profession would have to come out is you need a human basically who spends their time on an AI decoding its code that it uses to repair itself.
Well, actually,
That's some science fiction bullshit.
You actually build a robot that reads the robots, and you just spend the entire time maintaining that one robot who could read the AI. So it's fascinating.
What you do is you rig up a nail gun to never stop, and you just take as many of them with you as you can.
I like that idea more.
Oh my goodness. Alright,
Now
so
you might run out of nails. I won't lie to you.
But then you
You'll
can
never
pick...
run out of spirit.
Yeah, no. You can pick the robot parts from the robots that you killed and make new nails.
I think you're onto something.
Right. Right. Well, okay, so I've got about 6 minutes before I gotta clock in. Before I go, Lamp.
Yeah.
You have been a really good guest to be with us, and I think where can I actually find your stuff?
Well, you can find my stuff at twitch.tv/surprise round RPG. We have all sorts of shows going on: long runners, short runners, throwaway games. Really, we've got something for everyone. Check out like Ebon War. That's a long runner. Or if you want something lighter, check out Crash Pandas. That game is hilarious. Seriously, go check out Crash Pandas. It is a one-page RPG about playing as 4 raccoons trying to operate a race car. It is the best.
Oh, I've got to check that out after work. All right, bye guys.
Lampard.
Bye. And I love that everyone had the same reaction.
Are you in the YouTube chat right now? Because I can make you a mod so you can drop a link.
Yeah, I am in the YouTube chat. Hold on.
Just
going to YouTube right now.
Yeah, just go ahead and insult me, and I'll make you a mod. That's how I make mods around here. There you are.
That's how I became a Twitch mod, somewhat.
I don't want to be a mod anywhere.
There you go. You can drop a link now, because I can't find. I can't find your thing that I put in surprise round, and it's giving me 5th ed D&D, and I'm just like, nope, thank you.
That's definitely not it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, twitch.tv/surprise round RPG. That's us.
There you go. Good bunch of boys and girls. God bless it. I need to name my layers, and I didn't do that.
You really do. How many are you rolling with, my man?
All of them.
At the moment, I saw a copy of Layer 39 wandering around.
Uh-oh.
What is this? Layer 18?
Stuart, have you ever thought of not?
Not what?
Just not. Just not.
Just not doing what? Just not doing what
have
I'm
you
doing?
ever considered don't?
That many layers.
Well, hold on. Once I'm happy with the layers, I start solidifying them. But you know how, and I'm not even gonna dare to call myself an artist, but you know how they work?
No, why don't you go for it?
Yeah. No, because I don't want Lamp to make fun of me again.
No, man, you gotta build up that. How else are you going to become a perfect, immaculate being if you don't humor yourself every now and again?
Fair. I mean, this is fair. This is what I have to do. Either way, I'm never happy with my work, so I just got a million layers that are completely disorganized and in perfect chaos, and it's just that's how I operate.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's hell.
Okay, so
If that works for you, that's fine.
I've got this nonsense town here. I think I'm about happy with the house placements. Easily insult Stuart. Yeah, Stuart's pretty, well,
Hey, Stuart.
Hey, Lamp.
You're pretty cool.
That's a load of horseshit, and we both know this. I said a bad word in my stream, guys. The police are coming for me now.
Oh my god.
I'm debating if I should go all Resident Evil 7 with this swamp thing.
What, zombies and shit?
Yeah, just a bunch of hicks. I don't like the hick stereotype, but I really like the hick stereotype, so
hey, world building stream. What the hell's going on?
I have no idea.
Okay, so I have done pretty much every biodome I can imagine, but I've not done a swamp yet, so I'm building a swamp. And I've got tiles that I've literally never worked with before in my life, and I'm trying to make a swamp map.
Have you done a tropical forest? Or
Have
a tundra?
I have not done a tundra yet, but I will do a lot
Don't go to a tundra because tundras are goddamn boring. It's just white.
I know, but still. When you say you have done everything, you have done everything.
Well, I mean, with the Pokemon tile set, I suppose I've done most things, but I've not done a swamp yet. So I want to try out what a swamp does. So
want to get your toes wet with that swamp water. Maybe you'll catch a catfish.
Exactly.
Is there?
Oh, go ahead.
A crocodile Pokemon?
Yes.
Yeah. There's Krukana, and there's Sandile, and there's the other one.
Those boys. Yeah. Okay. Because my memory is just fucked up sometimes.
Crocodile, however you say it.
Oh, there's Feraligatr.
Alligator.
Yeah, there's those ones too.
That's the line. And then you got Sandile, and it's two that I don't remember.
The last one.
And
Yeah, that was a Crocodile.
Yep.
That's an interesting layer.
I actually made a sprite for... What's the evolution of Sandile? I forgot.
It's
Crocodile.
Yeah, it's Crocodile.
And then Crocodile. But there has to be. It's not a swamp without one. A swamp, or a mudkip, or a marsh stomp.
I thought it would be more Wooper.
I've got a bunch. Oh, go ahead.
Now I was just gonna say, Wooper feels like a very swampy Pokemon.
Yeah, it shows up in all the swamp areas.
But if you actually look at location-wise for where Pokemon show up, the only place Mudkip line shows up is swamps.
Yeah.
The name of his last evolution is Swampert, so...
Yeah, fairly
Feels like
obvious.
a safe guess.
And there's a Pokemon called Quagsire, so I imagine he would show up in a swamp.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I love Quagsire. He's such a doofus.
Yeah.
Yes.
It goes from being this cute little Wooper into this big old doofus-looking guy who everyone loves.
Yes. It's just a dark purple.
I play a lot of competitive Pokemon. Quagsire is a really funny one because he's always in the bottom of the barrel of the tier, but he's always used outside of it, regardless of that. It's like no one told him he's supposed to be bad.
Oh, I know that. It's entertaining to watch.
Oh my god.
I actually wound up making a really fun competitive Sigilith.
Oh, Sigilith's a bastard of a Pokemon.
If you're using Toxic Orb method.
Oh no, you use Flame Orb.
Or Flame or Toxic, depends on.
Yeah, man, Flame Orb, Psycho Shift, then Roost, Cosmic Power, Stored Power, and
The thing is, I made a completely different setup.
And then people throw Dark type at you.
Actually, Lamb, if you could help me with a gym I'm doing.
I probably could.
Because, I mean, Pokemon Tabletop is a little bit different, but their basics are mostly the same. I want to do a Psychic and Flying Gym.
A Psychic and Flying, both at the same time, huh?
I'll recommend the Life Orb Sigilith.
Yeah,
Sigilith is a Pokemon who meets those criteria.
Same with Natu.
Now, like, it is like when I foreshadowed it in another game with the Channel Awesome guys, they fought like a Howlucha, so it doesn't.
With the Channel Awesome guys, wow, you get around. Don't
I
you?
know. Look at that. I'm just. Can you hear that? That's my name drop in the bucket.
Oh man, it made a fucking dust cloud. That one. Like, whoa. Yeah, no.
Go ahead.
That's honestly super rad because when I first got on the internet, I didn't really do YouTube or like Newgrounds or anything. I just hung around on Channel Awesome all the time and watched reviews. That's what I did.
Oh yeah, I saw. Does anyone know Legendary Frog? Like that's a name, unless you were like trolling around on Newgrounds, you don't know probably who he is. But he did like one of the first interweb animations. And it was a Lord of the Rings style animation where Frodo and Sam were just being doofuses. And it was surprisingly good for the time. I'm wondering if I can still find it somewhere. But
okay, there are four Pokemon that are Psychic Flying. Zubat, last evolution, I mean. Zubat, Sigilyph, Oricorio, if you choose the Psychic one, and Lugia. I think I'm not going to use Lugia.
Well,
actually,
you don't need all of them.
You forgot Zatoot. You forgot Zatoot.
Oh yeah.
Well, you don't need all of them. Like you don't need exclusively Psychic Flying, so long as they are one of those types.
It'd be pretty cool to have one of those, though. Yeah, Zatu's a pretty neat Pokemon. I've always been a fan of him.
I can tell you what my Sigilith setup is, if you want to hear it.
I mean, frankly, I want to hear what your Sigilith setup is. If you think you've cracked the code that's better than Cosmic Power, Stored Power, like, I'd love to hear it.
It's not better, but it will throw people off, for sure. And it's still almost just as viable. It's only little less, I believe. It's Life Orb Sigilith. Since it has Magic Guard, it doesn't get damaged by the Life Orb and gets the benefit. I wound up running Psychic, Air Slash, Dark Pulse, and Dazzling Gleam on it for coverage. It was a pretty good setup, and I was able to do quite a good number on people.
That's not too bad an idea, honestly. You definitely sucker punch someone because everyone expects Sigilith to be the Sigilith set.
Exactly.
The only one.
When I first introduced it to my friends, they got destroyed by it. I swept.
Yeah, it's a fun fact. I play Pokemon like a degenerate. I always have. Like my favorite Pokemon to use was back before they nerfed Prankster, where it didn't work on Dark types. I had a Trick Choice Spec Sableye that was just like, all right, I bet their lead won't appreciate this. Because like a Scarf might still be useful, but Specs, they'll hate that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but in before they switch in a.
Yeah, no, and that would happen sometimes. And like in that oh shit moment where they switch in something that likes the specs, you just go, I'm taking them back.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I love Sableye.
Sableye's awesome.
Do you prefer the Mega or the normal one?
I prefer the normal one. The Mega's in fucking Ubers now, isn't he?
Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah, no, I never really play around in OU because it's just not my scene. I prefer playing around like the lower tiers. Like UU is my favorite tier, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't get an unhealthy amount of enjoyment out of PU. God, I love PU.
I mean, my favorite.
So
I dropped out of OU after the ORAS meta because my teams could not keep up with the new Sun and Moon meta. But RU in Sun and Moon was my shit.
I mean,
I'm a real big fan of Sun Moon PU because PU is my favorite tier because like Ice types suck except in PU. They're great down there.
Isn't Alola Ninetales OU though?
Isn't Alola Ninetales OU? No.
No,
it's down in PU. It's dirt. It's quad weak to steel. No one uses it.
Okay, I forgot. Okay.
It did get a lot of usage in the beginning for Aurora Veil.
Yeah, because they were like, because Aurora Veil is like really cool, and they're like, oh, this is awesome. You sit 2 screens in 1 turn, but then you're stuck with an Alolan Ninetales, which doesn't do jack dick. And Hail has never been a weather that people have been like, oh man, gotta get me a Hail team. Ooh, no one's ever done that.
I want to do that now, just to bother you.
Like, there's some value in not missing Blizzard, but like that's unless you're running like a stall team, like that's all you really get. Just like throw a Walrein on there, be like, I am an Ice Body Walrein, who's not fun.
I hate
Walrein.
I've always playing stall teams. I've always preferred the mid ground, where I have like someone who can take hits, but mostly offense.
See, I've never been mostly offense. Like, literally every Pokemon team I run is like... I put, like, 4 fat Pokemon on there. I get, like Alomomola, hands down, one of my favorite fucking Pokemon. Because it's just like, oh, you get Regenerator and you give Wish support for all my other fat Pokemon? Well, this game's just never gonna end.
Yeah.
I'm so about that.
My go-to tank is a Cofagrigus. I just love the high defense.
Don't you give a Alomomola Toxic as well?
Yeah, no, you can give it Toxic, or you can fish for Scald Burns. Fish, but you can just do whatever. Now, but I am going to go on record here. If anyone who says to run especially defensive Alomomola is a communist and don't listen to them, run at max physical defense so you can just laugh at all of them. Like Garchomp will come in and be like, "I'm better than you," and you'll be like, "No, you're not."
Nope. just nope.
Oh my god. Oh, god damn it.
I love me some Pokemon.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting. Do you want to play a game? Do you want to play a game with us, Lamp?
Probably not.
Oh, okay. that also plummeting and crash landing is also just me going, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, like I'm sure it'd be fun, but I don't know. I don't feel like it'd be my style.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Actually,
What?
I'm going to Smogon right now. I want to check some stuff.
Okay, yeah, check some stuff on Smogon.
Because
I'll go with the fact that Pelipper has replaced Politoed as the primary Drizzle user.
Yeah.
No, I love that because I like Politoed, but Pelipper is just so much better now.
I mean, he is worlds better now, I'll give you that. But on the other hand, Politoed wasn't quad weak to electricity.
Yeah.
Hurricane, though.
Anyone who's running a specially defensive Pelipper is kidding themselves. Like, maybe it won't die.
No,
it will.
It'll die. It'll die. Those things do not live.
No sir, no ma'am.
Yeah, I had a friend who made what he called a full frog Drizzle team. He basically had all frog-themed Pokemon on his team that worked around Drizzle. And
I mean,
rain.
it's pretty easy to do considering how one of them's the one bringing the rain.
It's true. It was fun to face it.
I wish Poliwrath was better.
Yeah. Shame it's not.
So hey, about that flying psychic. So you recommend Sigilyph, which is what I wanted to use in the first place. What else do you recommend?
Sigilyph's cool. What other new psychic types are there? Hypno doesn't get a lot of love.
Yeah, Hypno would be fun.
Let me think. Hypno's a bad Pokemon, mind you, but I think he's neat.
Fun design.
Yeah. Let me remind myself. Like, do you want stuff that's good or just stuff that you think would be neat?
Yes.
All right. In that case, if the category is both, then don't use Hypno. Alakazam is awesome. Like, just all around great Pokemon.
The one I had I've loved this one for a while. Can Howlucha do well with those guys?
Hawlucha's a good Pokemon. He's
fun to use.
Yeah, no. He's got an OU set that's really gimmicky, and I won't bother explaining it to you because none of that is helpful information. But Hawlucha is a good Pokemon.
Yeah. In PTU, Stuart, if you're going for a Hawlucha has Unburden in PTU as well. So basically, every battle that we start, because we use no items in battles, he already starts with 2 combat stage in speed. So basically,
is that how it works in PTU? Because the way it works in Pokemon is you have to use the item to get your Unburden.
No, in PTU just gets it.
Wait, so if he doesn't have an item, he's just better.
Yes.
Wow. That's neato burrito.
Well, it looks like they're going to have a surprise. Ooh.
Slowbro, I love Slowbro. Now that's a fun psychic type. Slowbro's just completely checked out.
That'll make them awesome.
Yeah. Oh, Medicham, also big favorite of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Medicham is very bad though.
I considered doing a Trick Room team, but
so don't use Hawlucha.
Yeah, exactly.
I would use a Bronzor for that.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you know what? You know who my absolute favorite psychic type is? Malamar. I love Malamar.
Contrary.
Well, that's a dumb Pokemon.
My favorite psychic is Victini because it's Victini.
Look,
Yeah,
my
man,
favorite Pokemon altogether is Absol, so...
You know what would make Victini better? Is if after V-Create he gained a bunch of stats. If only there was a Pokemon who did that. Oh wait, it's Malamar.
Just with superpower, don't beat that guy.
Yo,
he's
alright, legit
he's talking about
superpower, fucking Psycho Cut and knockoff. Best Malamar set. Do not run it Choice Scarf. You're a communist if you do.
Also, imagine the Victini and Malamar double battle with Malamar using Topsy-Turvy on the decreased boosts.
I think that the biggest...
What?
Okay, so two were talking at the same time, and then I stopped, and the other, I don't know who stopped as well. I was just going to say about like throw sets for Pokemon. I think the only one that I made was for Ambipom, that I gave him a King's Rock and just kept double slapping not double slapping, tail slap for flinch.
You know, the best degenerate Pokemon for that is Chinchino. If you run King's Rock, Skill Link, Chinchino, you're a bad person.
I did that with Ambipom.
Yeah, I've done it with Chinchino. But the thing is, like, I'm stupid lucky when it comes to Pokemon. That shit has never worked once. I always die.
Clear Sky Guardian.
I've used.
Clear Sky Guardian suggested Metagross and Grumpigs.
Grumpig is a very bad Pokemon. Metagross is awesome.
I love Grumpig.
Now, if you want to go with the Trick Room team, I think Grumpig gets that, so that would work.
Yep.
Metagross.
Is it Bronzor or Bronzon? I always mix up the.
Bronzon is the big one.
Yeah,
Bronzor is the Gong.
Bronzor. That thing's good for a Trick Room team, considering it's slow.
Yep, slow as dirt.
Mm-hmm.
You get the sweet combination of slow as dirt, and you get to Gyro Ball with stab, so that's good.
What's Gyro Ball do?
It does more damage the slower your Pokemon is. It's really good for like Fortress and Bronzon.
Or any other Pokemon that's slow as dirt.
Its damage base goes up depending on how much slower you are from your opponent, the target.
Oh, wow.
And if you're a Bronzong, you're slow as possible, and if you're a Trick Room Bronzong, you're slower, but you're faster.
Truth be told, now that I'm thinking about it, most of flying types are not very slow, so I don't think Trick Room work well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe one of them could be holding an item that makes them slow.
Yeah, just give them an Iron Ball. Just slow them all down.
I mean, there is fucking what's his name again? Skarmory. He's not very fast, but he's not slow either.
Yeah, good old Skarmory.
Skarmory, yeah, man, run like a swords dance Skarmory or something. That'll be fun.
Running for spikes. For his spike setups.
You want to confuse everyone? Have a swords dance Skarmory. They'll never see that coming. It's like having a swords dance Ferrothorn. It's just bad sportsmanship.
Swords dance weak armor. Swords dance weak armor. Every time it gets hit, it raises its speed.
Yeah, I did that. I had back in like Gen 5 maybe, whichever Gen first introduced perma weather. I think it was 5. I had a team that was like, I'm gonna use like the top 6 best OU Pokemon, but I'm not using their best sets. I'm gonna be terrible.
You're an asshole. You're just an asshole.
Yeah, so I ended up having. I had like a Swords Dance Ferrothorn that did some work. I had a Swords Dance fucking Skarmory. I had a special Infernape.
No, there are special Infernapes. It's not that.
It wasn't the norm at the time though. The norm was like the lead one with U-turn and Stealth Rocks. I had a Fire Gem Blissey, cause screw you, Ferrothorn. That's so funny when it works and so disappointing when it doesn't. It's like they just smell it like, wait a minute, this Blissey has Fire Blast.
Oh my god.
Is Spinda psychic? Nope, I don't think so.
No, Spinda
it's normal.
It's normal and bad.
It's
Normal.
bad.
Very not good.
Do you want a funny flying type to use? Fucking use Chatot. I love that little guy.
Use what?
Chatot.
Yes.
Chatot.
Yes, it has Boom Burst.
It is
does
good.
get Boom Burst.
It is good. I'm not denying it. I just love that Pokemon. It's funny.
Swallow also gets Boom
It just
Burst.
explodes people in PvU. It's lovable.
I know. Oh, way back when my friend had a level 100 Chatot we fought against each other with. That was fun days.
Oh my god.
What other good Pokemon?
Chatot.
Oh my god.
I thought if I wanted to be an a-hole, I'd say what's the Tapu that does the psychic range?
Oh, Tapu Lele?
Lele, yeah.
Love Tapu Lele. Oh, Tapu Lele is bad time simulator. Choice Specs Tapu Lele, nothing gets to survive, actually.
Stuart, if you wanted to be an asshole with your audience, you would just use Hunchcrow again and make everyone scream over fucking Garfnarb.
When's the next? It's now a rule in my server that you can't ask when the next Peasant Poppers game is.
And also, along with when is the Christmas date coming?
Christmas date is coming. Shut up. I know. I'm just being an a-hole.
So. Oh, Stuart, are you getting memed on?
Am I getting memed
on by your crew?
All the time. All the time. Like.
Gotta fight back. Gotta meme back. Gotta throw out something that hurts them instead.
I mean, this doesn't really hurt me, but you could use it against me. You could do the whole wait, you're blind, but then again, I created that meme, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, there you go.
No one would do that.
I tossed you a softball.
I mean, if it doesn't hurt, like, there's no point. Yeah.
Yes, it has to hurt a little.
I don't know.
Otherwise, what's the point? You can't clap back. You can't clap back with no clap.
What's the point of tearing people down if they don't bleed?
I mean, I enjoy taking people down a notch, but I usually don't try to go for blood.
No, go for blood.
That's why you lost.
If you want to live, a little bit, go for blood.
Yeah.
That's
the blood.
Professional advice from Warped Lamp. Go for blood. Every time.
Always go for blood.
Was this advice go through life at least once, or go through blind just once? I'm confused.
Let me read the chat a little bit. Maria is saying, Stuart, I'm working on fan art that is unsuitable for sharing on the server. Would you like me to send it to you when it's done?
Sure would. Definitely send that to me.
Stuart, are you getting porn? We don't get porn.
Are you serious? You don't? Because like I'm
no, we don't.
I'm in the TI server, and that's the only active chat.
Oh my, that's hilarious! Yeah, no, we don't get any of that, and frankly, I'm kind of disappointed.
That might as well be a foreign concept to me.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Like, it's not like we don't have a bunch of eligible bachelors and bachelorettes.
It's all of the porn.
Oh yeah, no. Well, the thing is, people. One day we put in announcements because our artist needed money. She said, "All right, commissions are open," and she had me do a. If you look at announcements right up there, you can see Lady Nanaki commissions open, and I did a TMI tax on not safe for work pictures. Once that happened, the metaphorical and physical floodgates just opened. So, oh boy, I've got a file of every piece of not safe for work fan art that's been commissioned by her, and some of them.
TI mean?
What does what?
TI mean?
Thrilling intent.
TMI.
TMI.
okay.
Too much information.
Yeah, too much information.
Okay.
Oh, I thought. I don't know. I guess I was hearing TL, and I thought, oh, the lamp has a Discord.
I do have a Discord, but.
Yeah, it's super good.
Yeah, no, it's the Surprise Round Super Channel.
Heck yeah.
Hey, Loot.
Oh shit, Loot's here.
Oh hey, it's our
Stuart, you're so
neighborhood
popular.
I know, aren't I? It's just it's like there's a server with my name on it.
Or it's because I'm here. Let's consider that option.
You know what? Like every piece of my self-esteem is saying that's exactly it.
I mean, I just kind of came. I mean, to be fair, I didn't know he was even here or who he was. I just knew about the lamp. I just come because I like giving entertainment.
Hey now, like you don't need to tell us that personal. You don't need to tell us that piece of personal information.
Oh God, sorry.
Lamp's an exciting person, but you don't need to tell us that.
No, I'm not saying he's not. Maybe I should.
I'm trying to tell a lewd joke, dude, at your expense. Just relax.
Lewd? I don't get it. Never mind.
Just masturbate like the rest of us.
That.
I was like,
I think we made the boy uncomfortable.
No, you.
Oh boy!
Hey, real quick.
I haven't been for this.
20,
hey, shush a second. I gotta give a thank you. Destroyer Forever, thank you for the $30 super chat. Just arrived, but gotta support when I can. Deus Volt, well done. Thank you.
Wow,
Sticks. I'm on sticks.
You gotta get the sticks. But we're on house YouTube. No sticks are here.
I know, but still.
What can be the equivalent to the House of Twitch stick?
Stabs.
No. We've got the Excalibolt. That's what we got.
Okay, we got Excalibolts.
We got the Excalibolt.
That's way harder to say.
It is. It's not as fun to say as sticks, but it sure does.
Shorten it to bolt.
The way it is.
Oh my goodness.
E-bolt.
Oh god dang it!
Makes sense for Redneck Village to have some moonshine, because moonshine should be in Pokemon. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's inappropriate, Stuart. I thought this show was for kids.
It's a family picture.
And nuclear explosion happened already.
Yeah, nuclear fallout happened.
Kids love nuclear fallout.
I mean, sure they do, but they're dead afterwards.
Okay, I haven't obviously been watching the stream. I just came in because I just woke up. But 2 points. One, is it just me or does this look suspiciously like Earthbound?
No.
Like this map. It reminds me of Earthbound for some bizarre reason, and it might be because of the second point. Is it meant to be in a sepia tone?
Yeah, no, this is an abandoned town. So, I've never played Earthbound, so I don't know, but...
I don't know, it's just the aesthetics, just kind of reminds me of it.
I'm not seeing it. It looks like Pokemon.
It's mostly the shop. It's mostly the shop.
Oh, yeah, alright.
I don't know. I haven't played Earthbound either, but I've just seen pictures.
I mean, there is an area in the game that I remember that is pretty swampy, so...
There is a swampy area, but it's a lot more colorful than this.
Yeah. Also, as a general advice, even abandoned towns don't suddenly transform into, like, the 1800 sepia tone.
Yes, they do, actually. You're looking at one.
That's science. That's how science works.
That's just science for you.
Well, science.
Because, you know, when you play Pokemon, you play it for the scientific accuracy of everything.
Right.
They'd only invented a couple of colors by this point.
You play it for the scientific accuracy, and you play it for the spooky ghost houses.
And for the lore. Don't forget the spooky house's lore.
Yeah, especially the uber consistent lore that always comes with Pokemon.
Yeah.
I play for the fluff.
I remember having the Pokemon manga explained to me as being like, alright, so imagine if someone tried their best with the Pokemon lore.
It's legitimately pretty okay. Like, it's not grand.
I love the manga.
It's pretty okay. Like, there's nothing really wrong with it. But, like, there's that famous or infamous scene of the Arbok sliced in half. I mean, that's real Pokemon.
That's metal.
Yeah.
And then there's the reanimated, like, zombie Pokemon, I think, at one point, right? I don't know.
I'd believe it.
That's the thing.
That's the exact same chapter.
Oh, is it?
Oh.
Gotta front load it. Or middle load it. I don't know where it happens.
But the manga also showed us that Vanillite and Vanillish aren't ice cream cones because that shaved ice on the top of their head is detachable.
Another $5 from Clear Sky Guardian. A type shift a Wigglytuff to Psychic Fairy. Be mean.
Could you have read that with less enthusiasm, Stuart? I'm curious.
He could.
It is possible.
Can you change a Wigglytuff into a Psychic Fairy to be mean? I don't know. I tried.
You tried, but your name's not Stuart.
No, but it could be Stuart. It starts with an S.
That's
a lot
not
of
how
things
names
start
work.
with S.
That's really not how names work, man.
What is a name?
Letters.
I think we all tried to jump on that easy Castlevania joke at the same time. And
I was going Shakespeare.
I was doing Castlevania. I'm not ashamed of that.
I mean, it was close enough. What is a name? What is a man?
I was going for the literal Shakespeare quote, but okay.
Thank you, Lute. You're a man of class.
No,
I'm not.
No one's ever heard of Shakespeare. Who's he?
The Michael Bay of his day.
Oh, wow. That makes a lot of sense.
The best part is I'm not even kidding. He was.
I have no point of reference. I don't know who Michael Bay is. Not really. I don't do movies.
Explosions in his movies.
Oh, he's that one.
Yeah,
Shakespeare didn't put explosions in his play.
No, but his whole thing was he wrote plays for the lower class, not the upper class. His plays were full of dirty jokes and bad puns, and
they were.
He also wrote
about Michael Bay. Yep.
I seriously wonder if
but...
Lamp is messing with us and you guys are just falling for it real easy. Like,
No,
I don't care. I don't care.
I genuinely, I don't watch movies. I have no connection to Michael Bay.
I take the bait willingly.
I was kind of more referring to the Shakespeare thing, but
oh, I love Shakespeare. Hamlet is my favorite thing.
Okay.
I just wanted an excuse to talk about Shakespeare.
Yay!
Hamlet is great. Hamlet gets a million times better as soon as you find out that Hamlet's like in his mid-30s. Because everything is going up as like, wow, that sounds like 20-year-old whining. But he's not. He's like 30.
Oh my god.
It's 30 and he's back home for Christmas dinner is what's happening.
Is that not how your Christmas dinners go?
What? With like murder and conspiracy? Not
exactly. Yeah.
I'm expecting that for my 25th birthday.
It's whatever Christmas should be.
It's tradition by this point.
Answer shit. Dude.
Yeah, I just celebrate Christmas, then worry about my birthday the next day.
I still say my favorite Shakespeare quote is from Titus Andronicus because it is one of the early historically recorded Yo Mama jokes.
Oh.
Yep.
Villain, what hast thou done? That which thou canst not undo. Thou hast undone our mother. Villain, I have done thy mother.
There's a lot of good stuff in Shakespeare. There's also exits. Exits pursued by bear? That's the best stage direction.
No, the best part about that is there's actually a factual inconsistency with that scene.
Oh yeah?
And it's not the bear, it's the fact that he's by a lake. That's just the weirdest thing to get wrong.
Huh.
He's by a lake. He's by not lake. It's an ocean. He's by the ocean in a landlocked country.
He's by the ocean in a landlocked country, chased off by a bear.
Yeah.
Exit by bear.
Oh, it's exit pursuit by a bear. Yeah.
None of these colors are consistent.
No, you just gotta YOLO ball it.
They look real consistent to me.
Who was it? Who was talking about Shakespeare? Was that
Lute?
Lute. You ever see the complete works of William Shakespeare abridged?
No, I have not. But
Look it up on YouTube. Check it out. It's a pretty good time.
I'll do that later.
That sounds. It does sound like a good time.
Why does everything get an abridged version these days?
Because Martin started like a
Well, it's not like an abridged series. It's a stage performance.
Oh, okay.
It's an abridged play.
The best part of which is the second half, which is just Hamlet. They're like, all right, you gotta save all the time of the show to do Hamlet.
I think I'm done with this town. I'm just tired of looking at it, so new thing.
You're
fed up with it.
Yep. Let's move on.
Are you still going to put the mud bray in the outhouse?
Oh my god. Maybe. I just gotta build an outhouse first. Oh god, this needs to be done by tomorrow. Oh man, I'm making good progress.
Oh.
This is just a very literal interpretation of world building, huh? You're just building the world.
Yeah, but then I bring... Here's what I do. Here's the brilliant thing. I actually bring in other people to actually entertain the really, really bored crowd while I literally world build.
Say that as if we are funny.
I mean,
I'm funny. I don't know about you guys.
No, you are.
I have been informed that I am funny.
Oh yeah, tell a joke, funny man.
My social life.
Yes, I was hoping you'd do one.
Self-deprecation's not good enough. F.
Oh god, that's not
what I deserve, I guess.
He got you there. I know when to step back.
You know when to hold them.
Do you?
No.
I don't know. I don't know. Do I?
No.
Huh.
No.
Yeah, I probably don't.
Most people don't. And that's how people get stabbed.
Silver Skyline.
People walk off bridges.
Silver Skyline asked, when and where will you stream tomorrow?
Tomorrow will be on YouTube. I think we're gonna do most of the Pokemon stuff on YouTube now, and we're gonna reserve D&D. We're gonna reserve D&D for Twitch.
Yay!
Oh my God.
Pokemon YouTube streams. Yay!
Do we have access to the D&D shit?
Yeah, it's still live on. It should be still. The VOD should be on Twitch. Excuse me.
I made on Patreon because I didn't watch it, and I'm going to take a while to watch it.
If that's the case, I put it on YouTube a little bit ago. I will fix that in a bit. Okay. So.
Okay.
Stuart has given up and is now just placing, what are those, pillars?
Those are tree stumps.
They don't look like it.
It's a stump.
If I...
A tree stump cut by about, what, 10-foot man? 12 foot?
There's 10-foot tall Pokemon. I'm sure one of them could.
Bunyan?
I was
with a chainsaw?
Going Paul Bunyan.
I just imagine how I don't know a huge Pokemon with a fucking woodcutter axe just chopping the trees.
Could be a very agile Bisharp.
You ever look up how big Delmise is? Delmise is huge.
Really?
Yeah, Delmise is gigantic.
Isn't he just an anchor?
No, it is like a yacht anchor. It's a big anchor.
Delmise is the grass on the anchor. The anchor isn't even the Pokemon.
Yeah, no, the anchor's not even the Pokemon.
Who made that anchor?
It stole the anchor.
God,
it's
probably.
Like, I'm commandeering this.
It's mine.
Silver Skyline asks when. Probably around our normal time, around 6 Eastern, give or take.
Yay!
Who made it?
My last week of vacay. I get to end it. I get to start it with a loading crew stream.
Yay!
I wanna be.
That's depressing.
Hey, that's the best way to end a vacation.
We don't need a
It's for
holiday.
me.
Great way to do it.
Celebrate. Repeat after me. I need a vacation.
If I had known the lyrics, I would have sang too. Except I would have sang low because I'm a bass.
Very well.
Yeah, and I'm not.
I mean, I don't know. I bet you could hit. I bet you could at least hit high notes.
You bet wrong.
This is why I don't gamble.
Hear this voice? This voice is goddamn useless. I can't hit a high note to save my fucking life.
I mean, hopefully you never have to save your. No, hopefully you never end up in a life or death situation where the guy who's about to kill you says, "Before I kill you, if you can hit a high note, I'll let you live."
You know, those criminals
take on me. You get to survive. It's like, just shoot me now.
Those criminals that go around threatening you unless you can hit those C notes. Man, they are just everywhere these days. You can't catch a break.
They're really tearing up the streets and lowering the general property values.
Oh jeez. That makes me think that there should be an NPC somewhere in there that just insists upon people singing certain notes, or just attacks them.
Look out for the Cadenza gang; they'll fuck you up.
We don't. You go to the sheriff's office and they're like, "You're an a cappella singer." We don't take kindly to them around here. We've had a real issue with them a cappellas.
The door gets kicked in. Fortissimo, light him up.
My sister died during an aria. It was the worst moment of my life. It's when I knew I needed to make a change.
It was a real low note in my life.
Been some high notes too.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's got to be a thing.
Sorry, I will be an hour late. It's okay, Silver Skylion. We know you're there in spirit. It's okay.
I mean, I didn't know that, so I'm glad I've been informed.
Yeah.
I'm glad I know that too.
Are you going to be there tomorrow, Lamp, and showing your support?
I am a bad friend.
Be there. I'm gonna be there because I enjoy listening to the streams.
I am such a bad friend. I don't even pretend to watch things that other people make.
I'm a good provider for Stewart's income person.
Lab, I am a moderator on this server and I don't even watch the damn show.
It wasn't a contest, but okay.
I love this contest. Let's please keep it going. It's so good for me.
It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal, Stuart. I do it with Jay too.
What he pledges.
You don't. I'm actually surprised you don't watch Jay's stuff, to be honest.
I was watching TI. I got like halfway through it, and I was like, "Yep, I'm done now."
I mean, I stopped recently. I'm going to get back at it soon enough, but for now, no.
And with Jay, it really sucks because Jay is the best friend in the world, and he watches everything, so he makes you feel really bad.
Oh,
Jay is such
like, hey, I saw the thing you did, and I loved it. Just like, thanks, man. I haven't seen TI, and he's like, that's okay. Like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh, that is adorable.
Don't come for me. I don't deserve it.
Jay is a super great guy. I adore him.
God damn, you guys make me
alright too.
You don't have to pretend,
nice
Lamp. It's fine.
No, it's fine. We can make this about your ego. You were feeling bad. No, you're pretty good.
No.
About it.
I'll boost that ego any day.
I liked Pierre. That was fun.
Oh, thank you. I did like Pierre. I kind of wish I could play Pierre again because like that was a good concept that I will never get a chance to revisit. Because
sure you can. Just run something else.
Yeah. Like literally anything else. I'm working on it. Have I shown you Path of Kings yet?
No, you haven't shown me anything. We don't talk.
Well, I always.
It's been a long day.
I will try to rectify that.
Just imagine like cut Stuart black and white all around me are familiar faces.
Worn out places.
Oh my god.
We love you, Stuart, or at least I do. Wait, no, that didn't come out.
I am contractually obliged to love you.
Wait, no,
and that's
wait.
the best kind.
I'm glad
wait,
I put.
Am I supposed to love him? Am I supposed to love you because I'm giving you $2? Is that how it works?
There's literally a dude in this server who is a patron who has never once watched our show. I don't know why he's doing it. Like, it still confuses me to this day, but that's what he does.
Huh. Maybe he really, really likes you.
I have my own thing that I could confusedly talk about, but it would sound like humble bragging. Oh shit, money.
We got more money?
Yes.
Did we?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh shit, we did.
Right,
Clear sky. Oh my god.
Clear sky. Holy cow. Give me a second. I will take a peek at that. You have restored House YouTube to its former glory. Thank you, Clear Sky, who has currently not asked a question.
Calm down.
Well.
Except, go ahead. Don't calm down.
Anyway, thank you, Clear Sky Guardian, for the $48. I appreciate that. And House YouTube is restored. All we need for the night is one more sponsor on the YouTube channel, and with that, we will unlock Plusle and Minum for the YouTube battle tomorrow.
Woo!
And I will post another link because YouTube is awful at trying to show off their new business models. So if you want to see that, you can.
So it's a literal bid war.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh,
like
yes,
I thought I was real clear with it, but no, it is a money fight. Is exactly what it is. It is a literal. I can show you my analytics later. They're kind of disgusting. You can tell.
I can show you one of my analytics. It's also disgusting.
A money fight reminds me of the game RPGs that have a merchant as a class. This sums them up nicely. I'll defeat the enemy with money.
I don't like this.
You say that, but again, House Patron is up there, like just looking at this.
Yeah, House Patron is just looking down in disgust.
Yay, I'm a part of House Patron.
Yeah, have some pride.
I am one of the higher ups of the Patreon.
I'm just a grunt, but I'm okay with that.
Please tell me how Tim is while I'm gone. I will remember. I'll try to remember.
Tim.
He wants me to add a Torkel. You could have just said YouTube is awful. Yeah, that's fair.
Torkel.
But YouTube is real nice in that it generates that good old passive income with the ads. So I'm generally a little willing to put up with their nonsense.
Stuart, you undid all the trees.
Because they looked awful.
I mean, they did.
They were beautiful.
No, it looked bad.
Yeah, it did look a little bit bad.
So
that's all I really can do.
The problem is, like, these trees look real good for a swamp, but based on the trees I currently have, they're so out of place.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna probably drop this model, and I'll save it for like certain spots.
I just remembered something that just makes me laugh. There's just a random, this is just something I kind of noticed at least a lot, or back when I had vision, is like, sometimes in Pokemon X and Y, like, you'll just be battling like on like a beach or something, and then there's just a random green tree in the background. Why the hell is that there?
It's hanging out.
Yeah, hanging out, but apparently that's actually a mechanic. I found that out later, that if you see a tree in the background, if you use certain moves, you can get an item out of it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Huh.
You know what else is a thing is in Pokemon XY. If you get into a horde encounter or whatever, you can just crash your game.
You can?
Yep.
Yeah, no. Pokemon XY is really, really, really poorly optimized. Like that game lags so bad.
It really does.
Does it lag more than Sun and Moon when two or more Pokemon are on the screen?
Yes.
I mean,
Wow.
you have at
can.
least 6 when X and Y when the hard encounters happen. So
Word encounters are. Oof,
Maria says, I can't afford to be a patron, so I'll show my support by drawing things like Lavi and the Scarf. Or what I'm working on right now. That sounds
Good
awesome.
on you, Marie.
That's always a great way to show your support.
No, it's fantastic. I need to bring back the end credit fan art thing, because we've been kind of
Yeah, it'll encourage people to give you some.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you do like the fan art end credit panel and the fan art nothing. Just empty.
Oh,
and you just keep doing that until you get some.
We've gotten some good ones. One of my favorites was this guy named Bike. He commissioned Nira and Garbsnarb stealing money from someone as an animation.
Oh my god!
I think you actually saw it in Scrubs, but if you don't watch our stuff, so I don't know.
Why do people keep posting the fan art? I've never seen the server.
Please watch our stuff.
They post it in loading crew fan art, but then it usually gets buried very quickly by people giving it praise.
Oh,
Buried
and then
all
talking
over
about
praise.
other stuff.
Can't people just post the things and keep them there?
No.
Ah.
Oh, those trees look better.
They do. They fit the theme so much better, and they're not perfect,
Swamp
but
trees.
they're better.
Swamp trees.
I think I'm gonna drop in some regular trees, and then I should probably start putting in like dank, swampy parts. Like
Yeah, I
as
should probably put in some swamp water or something if this is like a swamp.
Yep.
I mean, I'm just thinking of at least like a swampy area in a game. At least I just remember like maybe like the swamp tiles. Like sometimes when you're moving across them, like sometimes you'll get stuck or something.
I hate those mechanics.
Yeah, that's why I hate them. That's why I hate that marsh area. I just don't like marsh areas.
Oh, the Safari Marsh? Yeah, screw that.
Yeah, the Safari Marsh. The X and Y one was all right because at least you didn't have to walk in. You didn't have to walk in the marsh all the time, but you could.
Diamond and Pearl was terrible.
Yeah, because it was super
It was
slow.
pretty much marsh.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's a great idea to make the surfing speed the same as the default walking speed. That's totally a good idea, Diamond and Pearl developers.
I know.
At least
I still love that game, though.
At least Platinum fixed it. Platinum fixed a lot of Diamond and Pearl's problems.
I have very little love for the Gen 4 games, mostly because let's get what's that stupid mountain in the middle? I hate that mountain.
Coronet.
Yeah, screw that.
Yeah.
I hate going through there.
Oh no, I just hate traveling through the snow. That was the worst. That like if there was like deep snow where it's like even worse than the swamp.
That game just feels like a slug to me.
I still enjoy it. I can see.
It's one of my favorites, mainly because.
I mean, it was the first game I played through beginning to end with just muscle memory and a good old screen reader. And it was one of my best runs.
Wow.
It was the first one I ever beat the Champion Elite 4 deal in.
Yeah, I managed to get through a lot of places with time. Like the Distortion World, oof. That was a trip. If you thought getting through that place with sight was difficult, try doing it based off of muscle memory.
Yeah, no, I do not envy you a little for that exclusively.
I mean,
there's no other aspect that I don't envy you for. Clearly,
Not fair. Don't hurt me, someone who's blind.
You've been doing it all day, and you've been encouraging. You're pretty much begging for it at this point. Let's see, a bit of freaking.
Am I really? I just do it because I don't know. I just self-satire makes me feel good.
Sometimes.
Oh, I do.
Yes, kinda. Sometimes.
I'll make sure. Oh, yeah. I have to watch that. God. I'll make sure to put a lid on that. There.
Got there.
Make it nice and tight. Make sure never to share that with anyone, like ever. Never share anything about yourself. That's how we do. That's how.
Okay.
Follow it up until you explode and die.
I'll be a closed off person or something. I don't know. I was gonna say prick, but I can't be a prick.
That's how men work. You just
we're men tights. We're roaming around the forest looking for fights.
I rewatched that movie recently. It's okay.
But watch what you say, or else watch out.
Time with it.
I think a lot of the jokes in that movie don't land, but they're committing very hard, and I appreciate that.
Commitment is important.
Exactly.
Stu,
Stewart.
Yes.
Hey, if you were gonna say it, I was.
I was gonna say if anyone thinks I'm a commitophobe, oh boy, you are wrong because I.
Yeah, no, that would be a very bad read.
Yep.
Huh? You can't have the AC on with the windows open. I didn't even know they were open. Sorry. Oh,
Yeah,
I gotta
so
get my meds. Sorry.
considering your what?
I'll just.
It helps.
378 episodes into a series. I don't think you've got an allergy to committing.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with that.
Yeah, you're like a million episodes in. You've got like what, a daughter?
I mean, you're married, so that's committing.
I mean, a lot of people are married, and they're kind of committophobes too. I mean, it helps to. It's real easy to stay committed when you knock up your girlfriend at 19. Like,
yeah,
like it's real easy at that point.
To clarify for the people listening, that is not advice.
That's not advice, but like it is.
No,
what it
no,
is.
She just muted. They just knocked his mic out.
That's what I need.
Can't hear any of this at the moment.
My school still practices abstinent-only education. Because that works.
Yeah, for sure.
No.
Oh my god.
My school didn't bother with that abstinence nonsense. I think they gave up.
Did you get any education like that, or like?
I got some sex ed in middle school. In high school, no. Which feels like it really should have been the other way around, actually. But what do I know?
I think I also got sex ed in middle school.
I mean, I got my sex ed when I would be having middle school if we didn't just have a 2-school system here. Yeah, I think I got like 8 or 9. But I also remember that my parents gave me the book that we ended up learning from about a year before I learned it in school, so I already knew half the stuff.
Oh, my parents did not explain anything to me.
No, they didn't explain anything, but they just gave me a book.
They didn't even do that. They didn't even give me a post-it note.
That would have been an incredibly awkward post-it note. This is how sex works.
Fold it up.
This is how sex works. Also, buy milk.
Make sure to keep those notes very separate. I'm just imagining like folding paper origami education in that way. Like, as you unfold
that's
it.
impressive, but...
Man, you know what's uglier than some of these swamp trees is swamp water. And man, this does not look good by any stretch of the imagination. I'm trying.
Well, it is swamp water. It's also swamp water. It's not exactly pretty.
Well, I mean, like it doesn't even mesh well with the tile it's supposed to go with.
It really doesn't. Maybe it'll look better once it gets filled in. There's like a thing that fills it in, right?
I'm working on it. Maybe my mistake was trying to stretch it out.
Maybe.
Let's
possibly.
Where are you? There we are. If I leave it at this size and oh god, it's still just not working. But let's see. Because all these tile sets are set to different sizes, so if I keep it at the original size, maybe that'll do something meaningful.
And maybe it'll look better for some reason.
You can only try.
Maybe
it'll look bad forever, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And I just overcommitted to a swamp that I just cannot use.
That'd be tragic, but possible.
Sure would. it's not looking terrible if I zoom out. Like,
if you zoom out and hide your mistakes, it's not that terrible.
But boy, you zoom in. Look at them. Look at them pixel fixes. I'm sure that's the technical term. I can ask Neo.
The pixel fixels?
The pixel fixels. That's what they do.
Actually, pixel the pixels.
Let me try one more thing. I think if I adjust the saturation or something on like the first one, and then I don't know. Let me see what I can do. Let me fix the color a little bit. Nope, that sure doesn't do anything. Literally everything I do is worse. Okay. I wasted a bunch of time.
I think you just gotta commit to this map being bad.
Yep, I think that's what's gonna happen. Shift control.
Because, like, what's the alternative? Nothing.
Yeah. And meanwhile, I already am ashamed of how Safari Zone went. I'm already ashamed of how Safari Zone went. So let's just have another disappointing arc right after that. Let's just make season 2 awful by default.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yep. Boop, boop. There we go. Add a Swampert monster. It needs to be patches of greeny blue. I could message our sprite artist who frequently has breakdowns and say, hey, you know what? I need this massive swamp sprite, this massive swamp map ready by tomorrow. Can you do that?
Can you do this last minute?
Yeah, like literally? It would be so good. I'll send you... What?
That's how it gets stabbed.
That's
True fact, that happened to me.
Mother trucking.
Oh, Monday, Friday, am I right?
No, that's a good word for it.
Oh my god.
This is just going to look bad. And
what's everyone's go-to swear censors?
I usually end up with frig.
I generally if I have to swear around company that doesn't appreciate it, I go with son of a gun. That's what I default to.
I usually end up with
I use
friggin'.
that one too.
What the fudge for me?
Hey Jojo, what's up?
Friggin' bloody.
Shoot.
Bye-bye, Jojo. Hey, Jojo, come here. Come here.
Either that or I get really technical and start calling people microcosms, even though it's not actually an insult in any way.
Say hi,
it just sounds bad.
Hi, Lamp. Hi, Lamp.
Oh, it's Jojo.
Do you remember how? Like, can you show them your evil laugh?
Stuart, you're a cheater, and you won that.
Because of Coney. Thank you, Coney.
He had to use the children to win.
Oh, if I know anything, it's how to exploit children.
That second pass on that side.
And that's how
extreme test that one.
Oh, that's
your teacher, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
There you go, sweetie. Bye, Jojo. I mean, like the alternative was monetized children, and that didn't sound that much better, to be honest. So I figured let's just swing for the fences and just go for it.
I think no variation of making money out of children is good.
Tell that to the Hollywood.
The chat is reacting appropriately to the appearance of JoJo.
Yep. Yes.
Oh, that's fair.
Him? JoJo's a girl.
JoJo is a girl, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like looking at it like that's no.
Her name is short. JoJo is short for Joanna, and our last name also starts. Oh, that's right, the Vulpix. I forgot you got her a Vulpix.
So yes, JoJo is an actual JoJo character. Her stand will develop in 3 years.
So be ready for that.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because we didn't like when we named her like we actively were aware of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because we were a big fan of Antfish at the time, and but we weren't like going for let's make it a JoJo character. We were just like, hey, our last name's Jay, and my wife's family is obsessed with the name John, so we went with Joanna, which is a female version of John, with an H in it, and so that just kind of worked out like that.
Stuart, you can't just keep scrapping it. You have to make the swamp water.
I know, but I hate it every time.
It looks fine, Stuart.
It looks fine to me.
Sorry.
Sometimes things look like sometimes things look like shit, and you have to agree with that because, or else it's better to have shit than have nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Besides, swamps are supposed to look like shit.
That's a great
Exactly.
sentence to say out of
It's
context.
really crappy. So
Feel my squish. Yes, it's very squish.
I just got a bunch of stuff out of the car because I got orders to fill. I got a poster I need to sign.
Oh, I need to sign a poster? Wait, I need to sign a poster? What?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, neato.
Oh yeah, sign a poster down.
Alright, fine. I will commit to the dirty, ugly swamp water.
Yep, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
There we go.
Alright. Give me a moment. I fucking hate these edges. Like, I shouldn't even say it like that, but whatever.
So I'm reading the chat. And it says, "Will JoJo have Cena as her stand then?" Oh God.
Cena as her... No, it's got to be named after, like, a frickin' musical thing. So,
Yeah.
JoJo's... Oh, God, what would be JoJo's stand?
Wheels on the bus.
Yeah, see, the real conversation right here. What is the stand of your children? Child,
I have a
sorry.
feeling it'll probably wind up looking like cheese for some reason.
Well, the Wheels on the Bus isn't a band, it's a song, so it doesn't really fit.
It could be.
They can be a lot of them are songs.
Okay,
Oh, are they songs? Okay.
Yeah.
Most of them are songs.
Jumpin' Jack
Most
Flash
are
is a
songs.
stand.
Most of them are songs.
Alright, my bad. So hers...
Crazy Diamond is After Shine on You Crazy Diamond by the Beatles.
Oh, alright, shutting up then. Clearly I don't know any better.
She could be Wheels on the Bus.
Okay, let me ask Alex. See, if I had a stand, it would be Orange Range because I like that band a lot.
I'd have gone for one for the money.
One for the money. That's a good one. I'm trying to think. JoJo really, her favorite things are pretty much anything nerdy right now. She does a mean cover of the Pokemon theme song when she's inclined to sing it. Because if she doesn't want to sing, nobody gets to sing. That's how JoJo operates.
Yeah, that's how it is when you're a kid.
Yeah, because we'll start singing something. She'll just shout "No!" like just real friggin' loud, and it's so adorable.
And then it starts singing again.
It's really funny.
It's so good.
You okay, Stuart?
I'm
not even bleeding at all.
I'm not a committophobe, remember? Remember, I just go right into it. I commit to everything I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Which is sadly a very low bar that's been set for most dads in America. So.
Unfortunately, but it makes your job easy.
Sure does.
That's weird. Crazy Diamond is actually a Pink Floyd reference.
Yeah, I don't know songs. I don't know songs or music or anything.
It's okay. I don't either.
Extra minute, your fault. It's okay. I didn't realize that either.
It's fine. Let's all just unite hands and take solace in the fact that there's a stand named Soft and Wet.
Oh yeah, no, that is true.
I am a rock.
It's the main character's stand too.
Oh god.
There's a lot of Soft and Wet.
I mean, it is Jojo Lion. That's I think that's the weirdest season, and that's saying something.
That's
I claim the stand shoot the thrill for myself.
That's an odd location for that.
I'm gonna go with Wonderwall.
For JoJo?
Yeah, for my stand, I'm gonna it's just gonna be an invincible brick That's it.
Oh, but this one, I gotta
My
come with another
JoJo's
brick in
hand
the
power
wall.
is hitting you with a brick.
I'll just call that brick in the wall.
Alternatively, I'll go with thrift shop, and I'll control amounts of money that are equal to or less than 99 cents. Until I get the thrift shop back too, and that's bumped up to $20.
Oh god. Oh my god. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm funny, right?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Well, if you're staying at a thrift shop, does that mean you have to dress like you just bought all your clothes from a thrift shop?
No, I will choose to dress that way.
Lab is just the ultimate JoJo
Jesus.
villain. What is happening here?
Jacob, I was just saying it's not an actual translation, but my favourite one is the fake translation people came up with for Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap.
Filthy axe at a reasonable price?
Yes, filthy axe at a reasonable price.
That's the name of one of Funny Valentine's attacks in an All-Star Battle.
I'm like 90% of it's a deliberate reference.
Yeah, no, the translation just always calls it D4C, and they're like, no one knows what it stands for. It's like, I know what it stands for.
Oh my god, what is happening? Alright, Lamp, you're gonna be mad because it's off center, and I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to do it because that bothers me a lot.
Necessity, you know.
Oh, that bothers me so much. Oh my god. But
it bothers me a lot too, but like I'm not the one who's making it, so I'm not the one who lives with it. Also, I'm not the one playing. Like if I was playing and I saw it, I'd be like, alright.
I mean, so you have to.
You better have had a damn good reason for doing that.
And here we go with the deleting.
And you did.
again.
The damn good reason is you are suffering.
Okay, that's precise. Okay, there we go. So I will learn from my mistakes and get a bunch of these tiles and then just copy and paste that nonsense rather than do this nonsense.
So,
there we go.
So apparently there's a stand with an English translated name. It's called Flaccid Pancake.
Yeah,
Alright.
Pancakes?
Limp Bizkit.
Yes.
It's fairly badly translated.
That's a good name. I like that name a lot.
Someone knows JoJo, refresh my memory. Is Limp Bizkit the one? No, that's Notorious Big, or Notorious B.I.G. who only activates when you die.
Yeah, and I think Highway to Hell as well, technically also only activates when you injure yourself.
Which one was Limp Bizkit? I don't remember. Is that the...
I'm good, yep. Limp Bizkit, Sports Max 6, Part 6.
Oh, that's why.
Is that the Suicide Stand?
No, is
that the Invisible Alligator Stand?
No, it's not. It's apparently it's basically causes all zombies, all corpses near Limp Bizkit to generate invisible wraiths.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the Invisible Alligator Stand.
Invisible alligator.
Here, you are now.
Because Part 6 takes place in Florida, and there's a lot of alligators.
I still think the best out of context stand power is Heavy Weather.
No, the best out of context stand power is
awesome.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody, yes, but no, Heavy Weather is just the most. Wait, what? Because remember, Heavy Weather is a rainbow, which makes you think you're turning into a snail.
But you are turning into a snail.
Yeah, but then Bohemian Rhapsody, you get that great panel with Anasue. It's like, God damn it, where's all the Disney characters? Where the fuck is Mickey?
Oh well. Part 5 is coming.
I need to catch up on JoJo.
You're ready.
So JoJo crossover art when?
JoJo crossover arc. Oh my god. With what? Jay's JoJo?
Yeah. They'd probably say yes.
Maybe. I don't know. If the, like Jay would say, because Jay says yes to everything, and he's a good boy. I don't know who else plays that, because I don't think I know any of them.
I don't think I know any of them either. I know it's run by a guy named Christian, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I do not know.
Okay, so I actually said art, not arc, but I'm still behind this idea now.
With
I was briefly confused. Wait, why are you bringing up Jay? I said art.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, that's what we're doing now.
Okay, whoops.
Sure, call Jay.
I'll bug him later, because I'm sure he's busy, and I'm sure like my name is Mud right now, so like.
Why?
Oh, nothing. I just ruined. I kind of ruined their plans a few nights ago, so.
Why?
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's Ignore the fire.
Exactly.
We're all good here.
It's not burning.
We're fine. How are you?
How are you?
Worried
I'm
about the
fine.
It's the Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis.
No one got the reference that time.
I got the reference.
Eh.
I get it. I don't get it. That's how it is with references.
Yeah.
Well, I need to get. Oh, sorry. I was just reading chat
No,
now because we have just been ignoring chat this whole time, just having this.
That's not true. I've been looking at it and not addressing it.
Yeah, I've been reading it. They've mostly just been making JoJo references.
Ah,
Yeah, no, that's what I noticed.
fair.
The swamp water doesn't look that bad, Stuart.
It's just the transition from like rocky swamp land to swamp water, because the swamp water.
No one will
itself
look at that.
Yeah, no one will look at that. First thing tomorrow, I guarantee Corinne's gonna be like, "Why does this look so good? Why does this look so bad?" Excuse me, because I can't do Corinne's voice. That's exactly how she sounds, by the way. Just like this stupid Valley girl.
I'm pretty sure everyone sounds like a stupid Valley girl when you're doing an impersonation of them. Like, that's just what people sound like when you didn't care to remember what their voice sounds like.
I mean, that's how the stream knows about you. Actually, I say it's Lamp the Valley girl every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Still, this guy online asks if he can call you Stewie.
You may call me Stewie. It is not something I typically care about, actually. So, yeah, you can call me Stewie. That's the end of that story. Like, that's it.
I will talk to him.
Hey, Stuart. Let's do some world building. Why did they choose to build their home here?
Because they're Hicks, and Hicks are dumb.
All right. I have to imagine this isn't all swamp water, and there was probably some perfectly good dirt for them to build their houses on.
I'm seeing how it goes.
Screw you.
You remember how the Control Z is my best friend? Like,
yeah.
Like that's what I'm going with right now. I'm just
okay, you're seeing how it looks.
Yeah, and then I'm going to naturally get rid of everything because I'm just that nervous of a Nancy.
Okay, so I'm probably the only one who just immediately thought of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yes.
Maybe.
We built our castle in a swamp. It sunk. So we built a castle on top of a castle. It sunk too. We built another castle.
And it finally stood.
It finally stood. All we need is for someone to marry a girl who's rich, beautiful, has huge tracts of land.
Alright, so why did they build this swamp here? Because it wasn't originally a swamp. Originally it was a nice grassy knoll, or something like that, where you can assassinate presidents from.
Okay.
You want to have to make the joke?
I mean, like, if you say grassy knoll at any point, everyone knows, like, it just comes into their head. Like, it just happens.
Yeah, of course.
It doesn't to me, but I'm not American.
Me, but, like, that's fine.
How perpetually drunk are they off the moonshine they have in this woods?
Could you repeat that? Because you roboted the entire time.
How drunk are they on moonshine?
Thank you.
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yes.
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 Best answer.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
No,
Honestly,
no,
I don't
no,
know.
no.
Like, I probably tomorrow.
Oh no!
Stop that!
What's going on?
Meme, Jojo, stuff.
Right. Naturally. I probably have like all these ideas, and I will change them at the last second tomorrow, because that's how I frustratingly roll. I'm never happy until I change it at the last second, and that's how half of my characters are made.
You should stop doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. They sure are. It's actually kind of a miracle the show is actually operating as well as it is.
You should be the change you want to see in the world, and by in the world, I mean in yourself.
Nah.
They wanted to hide their moonshine, but eventually the moonshine sank into the swamp and polluted it. Well, that's not good.
Then all the fish got drunk.
I typically...
and once the fish start getting drunk, you've lost.
And that's how they became Pokemon.
Oh god.
Well, Pokemon are just really drunk fish.
Yes.
Fish got so drunk it was like, shit, what if I was people?
Considering I think that most of the creators, most of the time when they come up with a new Pokemon, some kind of abusive substance has to be involved. So
Probably.
There's no way.
if it's not alcohol, then it's whatever they can get their hands on in Japan.
Drugs. It's drugs.
Is drugs?
It's just sake and gacha capsules.
They're just straight up smoking gacha capsules.
Gotta smoke something.
Yeah, no, I think that would leave you high.
It might have been fake, but I remember seeing a tweet somewhere of Kojima standing next to some American rapper saying, "I'm so glad that this is my friend because weed is really hard to get in Japan." And, like, knowing what Kojima does, I wouldn't put it past him to say and do that, but like...
Yeah, no, I also, because I know there is like a noteworthy Kojima troll account, but it's really hard to tell the fiction from the reality.
Yeah, I love Kojima. It's so fucking.
I think I might have found it. It's no, this is the fake one because it says with Troy Baker, actor for Ocelot. He sold me some weed. Hard to get in Japan. Jesus. English.
I mean, you are reading a Japanese tweet, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
It happens. All right. This has been fun. I can't stay here forever, though.
Well, thanks for coming, man. Thanks for...
Give me time, I'll work on it.
Thanks for coming and just showing me up and just like...
Yeah, no problem. I live to make you look bad.
Yep, that's how it works.
If you'd like to continue seeing me make Stuart look bad, you should follow me on twitch.tv/SurpriseRoundRPG. It's over here.
Also, he's got a Twitter where he's way more popular and successful. Bye.
And he leaves.
Bye.
Fuck that guy, am I right?
Right.
He doesn't even say. He doesn't even tell us he's gotta leave. He just leaves.
He just leaves. I don't even think he's got the sound activated. I keep saying he. I should stop saying that. Ah, goodness. I want my stupid fire turtle. Well, you know what I'm doing right now? I'm not making Pokemon. I'm making maps. You can make the fire turtle yourself. Otherwise, right now I'm building maps, and it's just not happening.
I'm building a map.
By douchebag. Lamp isn't a douchebag. Lamp's a good person.
It was nice.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, Lamp's a lot of fun, and they put up with my nonsense a lot, because I come in and they're all like great big pals, and so I'm just like, oh wow, I definitely don't deserve to be here, and they're all like, Lamp's the unfunniest one out of all of them, like,
God.
Yeah, like Lamp's the boring one, and they're all that funny.
Okay.
So yeah, and then I go in there and I'm just like, yeah, I have to keep myself in check most of the time because my career is always on the line, and teachers get no respect, and then I get no respect anywhere else.
And you're like, well,
it's fine. It's fine.
Oh my god. Okay,
It's not
so
like anyone is respected anywhere, so...
No, I sound like I'm complaining. I'm trying to make jokes, and I'm not doing well at it. So that's what I'm going for. So naturally, when you explain the joke, see, I made it funnier.
Oh my!
What level must
I
you
found
be? Let's say 40-ish. Go 40-ish.
I found a picture of just a poster of these companies' test on animals, and it's got the usual stuff like you got stuff like P&G, Olay, Old Spice. Then there's some more questionable ones like Beak.
What?
I don't know what Beak is testing on animals, and then the best one, Guitar Hero. Oh, and SoundCloud. Apparently, SoundCloud tests on animals.
What does that mean?
What?
Apparently, SoundCloud does animal testing, and so does Guitar Hero. I don't know what they're testing or how, but apparently Guitar Hero, which is not a company, does animal testing.
Well then.
Interesting.
I'm starting to think that if it's supposed to reveal, whoever made it might not have done their research.
Honest.
Well, it's like 50% of internet news.
Also, Purina apparently is on that poster. A dog food company.
Did we chase off Shay? Because I didn't mean to.
No, he just kind of went silent. I think he just left.
I think he probably just left because he had stuff to do.
Okay.
Yeah, he
didn't want to talk by saying goodbye.
Someone called him and then he went away.
Gotcha. So how's chat doing? Because
it's currently on fire.
I mean, this is the loading
It's not,
crew.
but
That's
it's not,
but we are the loading crew, so having a chat on fire is generally status quo. But just in case.
Aurora Borealis.
Can the dog play Guitar Hero? You know what? I want Growlithe to play Guitar Hero.
That would be pretty awesome.
That would be awesome. There we go. Deselect. I'm just committing to this god-awful swamp. Oh boy.
Just already!
I know! There it is. There you are. A dog food company testing on dogs. Yeah, imagine that. So what's everyone else up to? We've been chatting for a while.
Yes, we kinda have, really.
Yeah.
Kind of burning out the conversation there, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I am kind of laying on my back right now. I'm almost sleeping here.
I am.
I'm making dinner.
I have an open time slot that I can run a campaign in, and I'm struggling to figure out which of my dozen ideas I'm going to run in it.
Why not all of them?
Thanks. You're really helpful.
So being a teacher, he's going to be mad at me, but I'm currently doing homework while on the chat with you guys.
Hey, you're doing homework. I ain't mad at you.
Being productive.
Hey, you're being more productive than I am. I have assignments due.
Thursday. Oh boy. Tuesday. Classes on Tuesday. Yay.
To be exact, the homework is due tomorrow morning, and I'm just now doing it because laziness, really, in all honesty.
Then you were me in high school.
Yeah.
This is my third year in college, and this is how I act. Oh,
yeah, no, that's
you make your homework in college.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly note taking. He says it helps. No, it does not. I'm not withdrawn about it, but okay. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Were you like me and you just refused to buy books and then you just kind of winged it when it came to, hey, everybody, get out your books?
I've done that a couple times.
Oh, that was that's me last semester. Yeah.
Me in college, I stopped taking notes in the third semester.
Yeah, no, you're in good company, man. Like nobody does that.
Yeah.
Technically, I have an excuse why I don't take notes. I'm actually severely dyslexic and have to get accommodations for that.
I'm just really lazy.
See, I'm just like that. I'm just extremely lazy. That's all it is.
No, that doesn't look awful. That's okay.
Yeah, you just gotta let it build a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it looks like I reminded someone else that they had homework.
Oops.
Yeah.
I suppose that's a good thing.
Yep.
I just looked in chat. I was like, "Oh, I have homework, but it's due on Wednesday." That's good thing I reminded you then.
That's why I liked my schooling, because mine were all labs, and I'd just go in an hour early and did the lab before class. Although the teachers weren't very appreciative.
I fucking hate
They get
taking
along
notes.
with most of my teachers.
Dark
Well,
Magician
they
is my
basically-
favorite Digimon.
And then right below it, don't be like these people, children.
It was like the really bad thing. The reason why the teachers hate it is because you would have class, and they would give you a period like of time, like a hour and a half after class to do the lab while they're present. Otherwise, you do the rest of his homework. So I would just leave an hour and a half early, and then just come in an hour early next week and do the lab.
We hate you.
Real quick, guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a quick snack if that's cool with you guys.
Do it.
I'm just gonna hit. Where is break time?
Are you gonna bring it up to share?
No, because that's a ludicrous rule. There we go. Be right back. All right, BRB, gentlemen.
Burb.
Sorry. Yeah, no.
So okay, so I'm taking over the stream.
Okay. So how's
Okay, do it, please.
Alright, let's see. Let's see how we do
We're
this.
just going over, it'll be okay.
Okay, so hold a second. Let me get one of the RPG games out. This is my stream now.
Theater of the mind.
Let's play. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, take over the stream, loot.
Well, there goes the stream.
Yeah, well, yep, stream over, goodbye, everyone. I mean, I could just pop Stuart to the Shadow Realm.
Don't.
Oh no.
It's not like he can't leave.
It's true. There's still sound being on the stream, by the way.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, the chat's already now talking about me taking over.
Well, I mean, someone has given us an option. Let's talk about magical girls, guys.
No, don't start this here now.
I'm just gonna keep my head down and just run.
Yeah.
Run now.
I'm just going to hide.
Anyway, anyway, no. This is now my stream of Magic the Gathering.
Oh god.
Actually, no, seriously though. One of the latest commander decks. One of the commanders, best commander, like story wise.
Which one?
The Fate Shifter, Aminato. 8-year-old girl has the power to perceive fate, like see into the future and everything. So she thought she was going to become a planeswalker and decided she didn't want to wait. So she just triggered a spark right then. Fucking ridiculous.
That's a way of doing shit.
Yeah. There's also the Master and Ninja card from Unglued, which has the art of an empty room.
Some of them are arguing over Stuart being sent to Shadow Realm or not. Arguing about that right now.
I got sent to Shadow Realm.
No,
you didn't. I did joke about it. I took over your stream while you were gone.
That's fine.
Shay's back.
Oh, hey Shay, how you doing, buddy?
He's still server muted.
Oh.
Oh, that might explain a lot.
Hey, Shane.
You muted him again.
Basically told me.
I unmuted him, Stuart muted him.
Oh. Oh.
I reversed the polarity, he unreversed it. We're confusing the polarity.
Oh, I basically typed a message in the YouTube chat that no, you didn't. When Stuart like questioned, did like he scare me off? I said no.
Okay.
No, I don't think any of us noticed.
I just had to leave to get some eye drops.
Gotcha.
I could have given them to myself, but as long as until my mom says otherwise, she is in charge of my nighttime eye drops.
Fair.
Okay. I just thought of another idea for a campaign, god damn it.
Don't
add that one to the list.
Don't defy mothers. They're scary.
Magic the Gathering campaign.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, how would you even do that?
Fate. I'd run it in Fate Core, like everything else.
Isn't one of the latest D&D modules about?
Yeah, no, there are currently like 3 or 4 different like modules and things about running Magic the Gathering using D&D, but I wouldn't use D&D because the spellcasting is completely different.
Yep.
Give me 1 second.
I'd use Fate because I'd use Fate for everything.
No. I mean, there's an actual D&D thingy for one of the Magic round.
No, there's multiple. There's Zendikar has one, Innistrad has one, I think Kaladesh? Not Kaladesh. The Amonkhet has one, and Ravnica is the latest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Ravnica's the one.
Wish I could have
but the other ones have like 3 supplements that you can just download. Much shorter when you just a bunch of like race options, mostly. But no, yeah, I'd use Fate because that's what I do for everything, and the party is a bunch of planeswalkers, a la the gatekeepers, Gatewatch, rather.
Ugh. I hate medicine side effects.
Does anyone like medicine side effects?
I mean,
I don't know. It depends on I guess.
Don't ask that question. The internet will answer.
I like when I take cold medication, the fact that my cold goes away. So I like that side effect.
That's not a side effect. That's the intended effect.
That's a purpose.
The main effect.
Ugh. Like, I get it. My eye drops keep my pressure stable. And also, one keeps my eyes moisture intact. I don't appreciate the horrible aftertaste I get in my throat.
Yeah. What? I think you're taking them.
I don't think I'm going to chug it.
I don't chug it. That's a side effect of one of my eye drops. It gives me a taste in my throat despite, I don't know, it going in my eye.
Actually,
are you a lizard?
People confirmed. Technically, they're all connected because actually, like the thing is, like you can breathe through your tear duct. Actually, like you can't, but there are people who can breathe through their tear duct. So actually, if you take an eye drop, yeah, there is a possibility of that making it to your throat.
I think you're just trying to make us forget the lizard people by this point, but okay.
Yeah, no, he's a lizard. You can't convince me otherwise. Can I give him a roll-confirmed lizard?
It's too late. You're a
lizard. Then I'm a lizard that loves to play video games and has a fake eye sitting on top of a real eye.
Hey, you know, video games are pretty egalitarian, so like I believe it.
Nothing about being a lizard stops you from enjoying video games.
Someone couldn't enjoy that stuff.
It doesn't change anything. You're just a lizard now.
It would be more suspicious if you didn't enjoy video games as a lizard. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, man.
Now, moving an analog stick with your tongue is difficult.
I mean, like lizards have fingers, so like you're just kind of making it harder. You're just kind of making it harder on yourself. They got what?
I gotta use my entire.
They have lips.
Okay, that's true.
Also, you have a tail.
I'm not a giant lizard. I probably am. I'm like 6'1", so yeah, I'm a big lizard.
I'm just imagining like tiny lizard just sitting with a headset, like complaining. Like that, the blindness was a cover all along. He just didn't want us to know he was a lizard instead.
But the lizard was a cover up to show that I'm a blind lizard. Or something, I don't know.
How many layers does this go?
This rabbit hole will go as deep as I want it to.
Oh my.
We'll have fun.
He is an onion.
He's an onion.
He has layers.
I'm a lizard who's blind, but I also am the color of an onion, but it's actually the color of a mushroom.
You guys want to? Okay.
That smells like an onion.
You guys want to know the saddest meme I've seen recently? I don't know if you guys have seen this. And it was imagine an emo onion cutting itself.
Oh.
There was Hyde is asking, "Can I join chat? I am lonely." Well, you could have if you were still a patron.
If, for the simple price of $2 pledged to the Loading Crew Patreon, you too can become part of the Friends and Family voice chat, exclusive for patrons and when Stuart is world building. How's that?
I need to step down from the lobby tier because I'm about to go into 4 months.
Did I do it good?
You did it good. You did good, Shay.
Yeah, do it good.
Okay, good.
Good, Mr. Boy.
Stuart, what do I get for being in lobby tier for 4 months?
Your Pokemon are 5 levels higher or something like that.
I'm just gonna.
Something.
I'm just gonna.
We'll make it up later.
I'm just gonna keep subscribing, and it's like lobby goes to fight me, and all my Pokemon are level 100.
Oh my god. Yes, who is talking to me?
That reminds me. I forgot. I've been forgetting to show you this. Give me a second.
It's not lewd, is it? Because I'm on the air and I'm just showing my main monitor to God and everybody. So like, if you got lewd, please don't share it right this minute.
It has to do with.
It has to do loot.
It has to do with.
Oh god! Don't show me. Do not show me.
It has to do with my.
Loot String's face reveal only on the Loading Crew.
I've literally posted my picture in the Discord before.
I don't know. I think the picture that I posted was with the help of someone, my mom. I posted 2 pictures of my dogs, or a picture of my 2 dogs.
There's a server. It's I'm not sure why I'm in this server, because I joined it not for its intended purposes, but there's a Sumino server, and if you know what Sumino is, they just have comics, those kind of comics, and there is a confirmed pictured user chat where you can post your picture and show what that you're proudly in this server, in front of God and everybody, and I'm just like, who does that? Why would you do that?
Because
Why
people like to show themselves.
I guess, but like, it's just selfies. Like, not even. Oh, that's cute.
Don't say that word.
Oh, Scorch, is this your character?
Make a better reference art for her, so I want to show you that.
Right.
I just like hide slow. Just realized that like an hour ago I posted in the text and voice channels my delete the Loading Crew image.
Can you actually delete the server? I don't think you can.
I cannot delete the server. I got the image by making another server, naming it the Loading Crew, and pulling up that. But no, I have a specific delete the Loading Crew image, which I use whenever this chat gets ridiculous.
Oh my god, delete the Loading Crew.
Good way of controlling people.
Yeah. Whenever I hear about a chat getting deleted, I'm instantly reminded of when I legit was trapped in the Shadow Realm. I went to the AFK chat and just so happened that Discord decided to glitch. Or have issues, and I was scared. Nothing is more terrifying than doing all that you think that can help you get out of something that you didn't mean to start, and yet all you can do is just struggle, and it's not good.
Sounds like making this map.
No, because your map at least will amount to something.
Will it?
What did my struggles amount to? Trauma and a deep hatred for the Shadow Realm.
That easily.
I mean, at least whenever I'm just browsing through the different channels, whenever I hear Shadow Realm, I get a little bit angry.
Shadow Realm
every time.
Shadow Realm's your trigger.
Kind of it.
Sorry.
I guess.
How about being interrupted? Is that your trigger too? I bet. But that's a little.
Not
annoying.
really. I do it to all. I do that to people all the time.
Trigger.
Tigger.
Trigger.
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 Trigger. Trigger. Trigger Happy Havoc. Staggered Rumba.
Yes.
The one thing I love about this community is how an entire spark can be over one class in PTU and PTA stuff. Like, there's an entire discussion going on now in Pokemon Tabletop about hobbyist class.
Yeah. What's wrong with hobbyist, or what's right? With
Okay,
hobbyist?
okay. Hello, hi. I exist. Okay, so the hobbyist thing, it's honestly like it's the thing is it's really broken early game, but late game it's a lot less powerful. Because what the main feature of it is the feature which allows you to grab a bunch of these different general features and shift skill requirements to be perception and general education. This does allow you to grab features which you would not normally be able to grab until level 7 at level 1.
And also, like, they changed, so, like, I think I'm next time I get a feature, I'm going to take I think it's an Edge Dynamism, which intentionally is actually based on your Guile rank, and you add it to your initiative. But because it's through hobbies, it's based on my perception rank, which my perception rank is like a 5 or a 4. And it can go up.
Yeah, so basically hobbyist is the jack of all trades, master of none class. So it's really good at early game, but late game it does peter out a bit. Dank apparently thinks it's not worth a class slot. And people are disagreeing.
It's basically, with it, you have to correctly transition into your later classes with it. If you don't pick your later classes accordingly to do transitions like smoothly from it, like they don't. When you pick it, all your feats you pick using it have to be something that transitions into another class.
I honestly.
And let me help you with that. Because let me help you with that. Plus, Dilettante is ridiculously good.
I thought you were just stuttering. I forgot that was a feat. Let me help you with that. Let me help you with that. He just kept saying it like 5 times. Like, what the hell are you doing?
It's like.
I'm not repeating myself.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Stuck in a time loop.
But it's also nice because you sacrifice one feature and you get a feature and an edge out of it.
Yeah, so it's free edges.
I have nothing. My character has nothing to do with riding Pokemon, but he could just grab mounted prowess for the hell of it. Just be like, yeah, I want to ride a Ponyta in this next episode. Grabs
I mean, you don't need to have mounted prowess to ride Pokemon.
True.
The reason I took hobbyist is because I wanted a semi-capture specialist character because they grew up on a apricorn farm. So I just used it and took all the Pokemon general features and edges, the Pokeball ones.
I just want to experience what it's like to be in a campaign because I've only been in one-shots. Granted, they were fun one-shots. I made it awkward.
Your ability to silence a room is amazing.
I don't try.
The hard part though is getting. If you wanted to go into campaign, it would, because of reasons, you'd have to find a campaign that's completely and purely from the mind, is theater of the mind.
Yeah. And
like 90% of my campaigns.
And
still
assistance.
Boss fights, though.
I definitely need assistance too.
Because
Since Roll20 and accessibility might as well not even know each other.
I mean, honestly, if you found people like IRL to play a campaign with, it wouldn't be that bad. I mean, you can roll the dice, you just don't know what number it is. Unless you, like, are there braille dice?
I imagine there probably is.
There is.
So, I mean, you could do that, but I mean, then again, you can't really move or see the game board, so it would still have to be a theater of the mind, but you could roll dice.
I mean, that's why you ask people for help, if anything.
Yeah, but I feel guilty for asking people for help. It makes me feel like I'm...
You're blind! You should ask people for help.
I ask people for help and I'm not blind!
Yes!
Yeah, but whenever someone has to take the time to help me, I feel like I'm wasting their time. Like, you're taking time that you could use for something else, and you...
Look,
trust me, if they're playing RPG games, if they're actively in a campaign playing RPG games with you,
they
don't have anything better to do with their time. They're playing RPG games with you.
Yes.
Of course they're gonna help you. That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Playing games is supposed to waste time.
Okay.
Burning the hours until all our inevitable deaths.
One of the campaigns I'm in is a bunch of theater is a bunch of theater kids, and one of them is blind and the other one's deaf. We help them as best we can, but it's hard.
Yeah, like
Hey, what do you want?
Anyway, I'm gonna jump off and go grab some breakfast. So catch y'all later.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Bye.
What do you want, sweetie?
Finding the Braille dice was just...
You can take it.
I'll take it.
It was a little more difficult than what we expected, but you know.
Fair.
Truth be told, like, I'm used to waiting for people when I play stuff like that, because, for example, I currently play in a campaign with Abigail. She's mute, so she has to type everything she's doing and how she interacts. That can take some time normally, but she's amazing. She's an amazing player, so we just make like, yeah, no matter. It's fine waiting a little.
Yeah, I guess the only thing that just really sucks is that I try to get a grasp on all that I can, but the hardest thing for me is when it comes to the stats. Like, I've listened to the book, I've listened to the pages that cover the stuff, and
PTU.
The PTU book. I got it on my iBooks, and I'm able to listen to it with voiceover, so I actually legit have the book.
Shay, I'm going to say something. PTU makes no sense whatsoever. The only way for you to learn how to play the game is playing the game.
Yeah, that's fair. I just wish I could. I mean,
It's that way with D&D, period. Like, I've experienced, like, I can contest. I've gotten to my first 2 campaigns, both D&D and Pokemon, recently. And my characters, I built them are shit. Because I built them like, oh, this is going to be cool based off the books. Yeah, classes function totally differently.
I was originally going to be a part of a campaign with Jack and a couple of people, but the timing, like, people just kept not being able to meet up, and like Jack eventually had to can the whole thing.
I understand that. The campaign I'm a part of right now is having serious time delay problems between everyone. It happens.
Well, and I was
it's
in a
tough, but...
masquerade.
I mean, I guess the good thing that came out of it was just was also another meme that Jack and I kind of created. We don't really use it on often, but we at least seeing Ibadoof came out of it. Like, I'm trying to remember how it actually started. Like, we were talking about like my character having a seeing eye Pokemon, and like someone said like just have it be a Bidoof, and we're like, you know what, that could work. And it just kind of just went from there.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there's a current game and looking for a party.
Yeah, I think Mage said I should try to join that, but I don't know what it's for. I haven't had a chance to check look through that chat. Pardon the unintentional joke.
Most likely PTU. You can.
I'll say if it's on this server, it's probably PTU. Like, we're pretty much the only, aside from the dev server, we're the only PTU server, really.
Okay.
Is that?
That's not surprising.
Yeah. And apparently, I am not well regarded in that server.
That's dumb. That's dumb.
Yeah, in the.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely dumb.
Dev server.
Well, I'm not hated, I don't think, but essentially whenever I come in, like, and I share an idea, I guess they've heard enough ideas, so...
Oh.
They're like, Stuart? No.
Yeah, I just one time, we did the, oh god, what the Nuzlocke class, And whoo boy, did I never see an idea of mine rejected so hard as the Nuzlocke class. And for good reason.
I remember there was a stream about that. Like, let's try to make a Nuzlocke class.
Yeah, it was just kind of a fun for a joke. They thought I was trying to be serious, and this was just a dumb thing for like me, basically.
Oh.
And they did not realize, and we had a fun chat later where they're just I think they were just tired of hearing ideas because apparently there was a guy not too long ago who thought it was legitimately cool to have the gun Pokemon.
Really?
Bang bang.
Yep.
Yeah, we already have Pokemon for that. They're called Clauncher and Clawitzer.
Exactly.
I mean, Remoraid was supposed to be a gun.
Artillery.
Artillery is based off the tank.
Yep. I'm going to say, when I saw the design of the original models, it never made sense to me why Remoraid would go from a fish to an octopus. But when I saw the original ones, I was like, oh, now that makes sense.
Well, if you look at, honestly, the early designs of Pokemon, everyone says, like, oh, Gen 1's the best. Not really. Their designs are kind of kooky. Like, Blastoise just does not look like he barely looks like he belongs in Pokemon because
he's of his evolutionary line. It doesn't make sense either.
He literally has metal weapons on him. He looks like a failed Digimon first draft. And
also, if you go from like down his line, he has the only line that doesn't make sense. Okay, it's a turtle, then it's a turtle with a fluffy tail, and then it's a turtle with cannons in its back. Like, it would have made sense if they had like a little tiny cannon and War Turtle shell, but like,
this is a new one.
Maybe the cannons come from War Turtle. Or War, I don't know. Like, that's all I can really think of. But
This is a new one.
Pokemon makes no sense whatsoever. Let's stop trying to understand that.
Oh no, we're not trying to understand. We're just kind of like picking fun at the art design, which is way different.
Oh, okay.
This is a new one for me. I've never had anyone criticize or critique Blastoise before.
Well, if you look at it, like, it is the only Pokemon with an art, like, what's the word? Aside from Honedge, but that it's cheating because that's a possessed toy essentially. But it is the only Pokemon with manufactured weapons on it. Like, really look at that, because like Magmortar, like that looks biological at least. I mean, it's obviously a cannon and it's edgy, whatever, but
I think it probably has something to do with the Magmarizer or something.
Does Genesect count?
Genesect does.
That was man-made.
Yeah, that is man-made, and it's inside the lore. Like, that totally works. So
okay, because it has a cannon.
The cannon was attached.
Yeah, Blastoise
it's not biological.
Blastoise is a naturally occurring Pokemon.
Yeah,
its evolution was not bioengineered. It just
and it has metal on it. It's so weird. And you can argue the weird steel type, sure, but at the very least, we're playing in a fantasy world, sure, but not even like Aggron. Not even Aggron has like freaking cannons on it. There's no there's no other Pokemon like that matches those criteria.
And like with Aggron, it eats metal ore. So the metal it produces is biologically made metal because it eats metal. So I mean that like still makes sense, like if you think about it somewhat technically. Like
same with steel, if considering what is used. The metal coat wraps around the body of an Onyx and becomes pretty much part of its own body.
Well, they even established that in some other lore because like the Crystal Onyx episode, granted anime canon is not regular canon, but you get the idea.
Not important.
Tim has been sent to me. Oh god. Which one is Tracy? One of our players, Lady Nanaki. And then Google Sheets, cool. And then, did I get a response? Oh, Marcos seems to think I should invite Nate Wants to Battle. I don't know.
His song covers are good.
I've met Nate once to battle before.
I actually have a funny little thing that I kind of think as a joke now. His channel was Nathan Sharp, but my text-to-speech thing, the way it always pronounced it, I always thought it was Nathan Shark.
Nathan Shark.
Yeah, I've always and pretty much until I found out it was Sharp. I found out because I wanted to play one of his song covers on my school's radio show, and I said Nathan Shark, and the guy's like, I don't see a Nathan Shark, I see a Nathan Sharp.
Ah.
And I'm like, oh.
See, now it's all coming together. It all makes sense now. Thank you for thank you for sharing that story.
Your sarcasm is appreciated.
Depreciated. That's good. I will remember that one. And that wasn't sarcastic. I genuinely enjoyed that comeback. That was a good clap. I made
what do you want?
I made Shay upset.
Nah, I'm honestly just trying to... I'm just throwing stuff out there. Obviously, I won't know if it hits, but you will.
Anyway. I met once, and it was super cool. Cool!
Neat!
Neat! That's unfortunately most of my celebrity meetup stories. Oh, I met that guy. Oh yeah, what'd they say? I met that guy.
That was pretty much me with the Runaway Guys. Like, huge Let's Players. Basically went to their panel at E3 PAX one year. I was called up to participate in their panel. It's actually on YouTube.
Nice.
It was Throne Controllers PAX East 2017. Me and my brother pretty much had to fight Moldorm from A Link to the Past. We only got 3 hits on him.
I don't think I have a meeting someone famous story. I have a friend who fondled Lady Gaga boobs once.
Okay, let me make sure I understood what you just said. You said you have a friend who fondled Lady Gaga's boobs.
Yes.
Okay.
Continue. Continue. Like, you can't just stop with that. You can't just stop that story. Keep going, man. What is going on here?
There's not much. Like, she went to the show, and from what I remember, she got a pass to go on stage and meet her, hug her, something like that. And then she got the opportunity and just...
She just groped Lady Gaga on stage.
Yes.
Like, in front of God and everybody.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, there was even like the news of something like, oh, and one of the people who managed to do that. Remember reading something about that somewhere.
All right, you got me. Let me go to the Google machine.
Let me see if I can find the picture. I'm actually going to try to find.
I'm doing this in a stream. Fan fondles Lady Gaga's boobs.
Let me see if I can find it.
Only on the loading crew.
Yeah, only on the little...
Where we learn about the importance of female elephants, and we also learn about fan experiences with celebrities. Also, that blind people are also
I
blind
went to the
lizards.
Google also, and I can see that it was pretty normal. God damn it.
Like all of these are actual porn. Okay, so I'm just gonna close that.
No.
I'm just gonna...
Be gone, thoughts.
Wait a second. I'm going to go to her Facebook. Wait a second.
Oh Jesus!
Why are we doing this?
Because it's a funny story, I think.
No, I'm not denying that. Like, why are we doing this? Stuart's got to dedicate time to building a swamp.
So you guys can look it up. I want to know where this rabbit hole goes. Like, tell me more about Lady Gaga's rabbit hole.
That was my friend. It was not me.
All right.
So, he's looking that up again.
Mm-hmm.
Not me. The friend of mine. He went to Gen Con this year, and if anyone watches Critical Role, it would have been put on their thing.
Mm-hmm.
When Matt dressed up as one of the new characters, as the new shopkeeper as person.
Yeah, Pumat Soul.
The friend of mine, a theater kid, just pulls out a random voice and just starts talking to him, and Matt's like, and apparently after the fact, Matt was like, where did you come up with that? And he goes, what do you mean? He goes, dude, that's not an accent I've ever heard of. He goes, oh, I know, it's not one. It's one I made. He goes, And he's like, "Please teach me." And I'm like, "That's weird. You made a professional voice actor actually jealous of you."
Nice.
Oh. Nice.
Nice.
Impressive.
Uh,
I got me Michael Owen when I was a kid.
And this is when I think when I'm not sleeping. Exactly. You are spending your time wisely. By the way, we have had like between 50 and 60 people this whole time spending, what is this, 3 hours watching me just futz around in Photoshop. So thank you to everyone for your endless patience, and I just do not deserve that. Thank you.
He does deserve it. He's being modest. Just continue to support him the best you can.
Now,
he'll appreciate it.
I am going to do that thing again where I say, hey, we need one more sponsor for the channel, and I can unlock these two for YouTube, and we can use them tomorrow. Or whenever we can.
Actually, if you guys are YouTube fans, I've seen these guys' stats. These are probably the safest heroes to pick.
What now?
The plus and minimum, their stats are actually probably the safest hero. Like, for instance, House YouTube has been losing a lot on Twitch. If you take these guys to Twitch, you don't get affected. Nothing bad will happen.
Yeah, so I think that'll be a good like future unlock. I really want them to unlock Captain Emolga because truth bombs. Oh, thank you.
I'm trying to remember.
Emolga.
Anything for
I
air.
hate it. Why? Why did Elise have to have 2 Emolgas in the first game?
I love Emolga.
Why?
I think Emolga's adorable.
In the first game. What do you mean?
In black and white. She had 2 Emolgas. At least they fixed it in the second one where they gave her a Flappy. I can appreciate her at least having a Flappy.
There we go. Sorry. That wasn't directed at you. That
But
was me.
Yeah, I know. No, everything's directed at me. Don't lie to me.
All right, fine, it was, but you know, I was trying to be polite, but okay.
Yeah, you could take your politeness and do whatever you want with it. I ain't biting.
Oh yeah, I found it.
Nice timing.
I found it.
Nice timing.
That was perfect timing. You can do whatever you want with your politeness. I'm not biting. Hey, I found it.
Where do I post this?
Is it safe for work?
Yes, it is. It's just she hugs her and just puts her hand in her boob.
Yeah, just.
I mean, she is half naked, so.
Okay, well, you know what?
Your friend or Lady Gaga?
I'm going to DM that to you.
Yeah, why don't we do that, and we'll talk about it later, because I think at this point, I was kind of joking about finding it, but, like, now it's...
But then he actually found it, it's like...
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on that one. I'll put it on the to-do list.
Done. That. No, you made me search that. I went through.
Alright, fine. I'm looking at it. Alright, which one's your friend?
The pink-haired one.
Okay, yep. Okay, I think that should be safe. I'm gonna just pop that on the other screen, see what's going on. See what's going on with that.
It's really not much.
For educational purposes, obviously.
For the education.
Edumacation.
It's really not much.
Yep, that is full on cupping right there. that is not a friendly touch. That is an overly friendly touch. Yeah, you can share that in Ecchi. That's fine.
Okay.
Bad touch. Stranger danger.
I mean, like Lady Gaga played it like a champ. She played it cool. But no, if that was me, I would not have been that chill.
I have many questions.
I'm gonna.
Well, I mean, well, you could just watch the
questions.
you could just watch the video and
Yes,
see
sir.
for yourself.
I just posted it.
I know what I said. I know what I said.
Yeah. Okay. Good. At least you're aware, because
Yeah.
I don't want to have to point out the easy stuff. It's beneath
Yeah,
me.
that's good God. Yeah, that's full context. He was.
Yeah, that is just that's That's a hashtag Me Too moment right there.
I'm not sure what's funnier, like the fact that I know what the context of the video is, or just hearing all of you just describe it.
Sometimes out of context is way better.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh,
and it gives me new vocabulary.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
Let's see. Today I can add full cupping to the vocabulary list.
Truth be told, I haven't talked to that friend in years.
Wow. Yeah, that's... Jeez.
Yeah, that's full on. That's almost not cool, dude. Like...
Yeah, and that gets the thing is like, okay, if one of the guys up there did that,
we'd be hearing about this.
Yeah.
I sense a double standard.
You sense it? It's right in my face.
I get it.
What?
Never mind.
I don't get it. You're not the only one.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh my
god. Working on maps. Working on maps.
It's the merp. It's the merp. It's the merp. It's the merp.
Oh my god.
Why did I do that? Oh wait, I ask myself that question every day. Hoorah!
That's life for you.
It is.
Oh my.
I don't know why random songs pop into my head and I can't help but hum them.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right.
That's normal.
So, what are your guys' plans for Memorial Day?
Oh God.
Bracing myself for my senior year of high school.
I don't have that here, so I think staying home.
Most likely working.
That's
what's,
fair.
When is Memorial Day?
You don't get it.
Which day?
What's your Well, better. Whoever said working, who was that? Just say that again. Just so I can...
It's Rex.
Rex, do you live in America?
I do, but it's a bit different because it's game day for the local minor league baseball team, and we have to clean the stadium before the games.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
It's fine. Honestly, I'm not going to do much for Memorial Day. Like,
That's next Monday, right?
Yeah.
Next Monday. Yep. Not this.
That's
upcoming
literally
month.
my last day of vacation. And then I go back to school, where I'll be living there during the weeks and having it be my senior year.
To be fair, it's my last days
there's
of work.
going to be
If I do
so
work.
much. There's going to be a lot of shit.
I think Memorial Day. The only
I
thing
can't wait.
Staying at home, actually. Probably catching up on homework I get to do.
That's Labor Day.
Oh, is it Labor Day? My bad. Yeah, Memorial Day's.
I got confused too.
Sorry,
I
Memorial.
always do that too.
Yep. Sorry, Memorial Day is in
May.
Yep. My bad. I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher.
I mean, honestly, if
That's
you
what
think
I'm trying
about
to
it, those
be.
are the 2 days you have to remember, because one day is your start of school year, the other day is your end.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, good point.
Especially where I work, we actually get out before Memorial Day, and we're in school before it is Labor Day. Excuse me.
Yeah. Yep. So that's nice.
We
My
go
state-
back to
my
school
state-
after Labor Day.
My state, unless your school decides to petition the state, you don't start till after Labor Day.
Oh
Yeah, I
God!
think-
What? Oh, okay. There we go.
Something happened?
Yeah, I think that's how, if I remember correctly, when my grandmother used to teach, I think that's exactly how it did, was they started after Labor Day.
Yeah. There's only a few states that actually do that. I think there might be like 1 or 2 actually.
Well,
I know lots of Michigan do.
Yep. Gung ho, all my life. And yeah, so that's actually in Michigan thing is like now your school has to petition the state. Like they have to go to the state government and give a good reason as to why they want to start before Labor Day.
That's weird.
It's that much cemented as a rule. Like it's freaking hilarious and I love it.
That's weird. Why are things like that a thing?
Yeah.
Ask me. I didn't make those rules.
Okay, Stuart, why are things like that?
Because America education system is doinked.
If I'm not wrong, I believe it has to do with
Someone
hunting
has
season.
been tentatively trying to ask me a question. I want to let them talk real quick, and then we'll go to you pick me, okay?
No, it was a question from chat. I didn't know if you saw it. Someone asked, do you teach computer science? You mentioned programming.
Okay, so I am just general computers. I technically do not have a set curriculum that I am supposed to teach. I inherited the class from the last guy who quit. The last guy was a real piece of work, because he quit a week before school started. So my first year there was a desperate fill. I technically was not qualified for it yet, because in the state I work in, you need to have what's called a computer science endorsement in order to do that, and it's K through 12, and I only had a 7 through 12 social studies degree. I wanted to go into computers, but at the time it was a big fat no. So that guy quit, and fortunately, the school that they do dual credit at, I also went there, and they remembered me very well. So not only did I get to teach there completely unqualified, I still got to remain an adjunct professor at the other community college. So I kind of really lucked out on that.
You really did.
That is.
Guys, I think I'm going to be leaving. I think it's getting on late. I'm starting to get sleepy. Good night.
No problem, my dude.
Night.
You know, I'm actually really happy with how this map is looking. Like,
oh, you proclaimed
now you're happy.
I said shit the whole night about it.
Like you turned around to the swamp. Turned around to the swamp.
It's looking better. Like there's obvious like artistic fixes I would do. Like I would make the edges a lot less real sharp, but honestly, that's looking all right. That's like looking nice and messy, and I could believe that people once lived here. So yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
So it's the good kind of messy.
Okay. Good night, guys, and put track on the map. Bye bye.
Okay.
Good night.
Yep. So I looked up the reason. So the reason Michigan starts after Labor Day is because a study was done years ago, and it's still applicable now. It starts later because it allows for a longer tourism period for Michigan.
Michigan gets tourists?
Yeah, Michigan gets a lot of tourists.
Oh, the falls, right. And the lakes.
Falls. The lakes, not the falls. Yeah, we're nowhere near the falls, but yeah, like the Niagara, the lakes and all that stuff. So yeah, they start after Labor Day because it's an increase of over 200 million in the tourism pool that Michigan makes by starting later.
Nice.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So that's why they start. But yeah, so schools can go to the Education Board for Michigan and petition to start earlier.
Gotcha.
Why would you want to?
Someone asked...
Because it means we end later as well.
Oh.
So Michigan schools end in June.
Someone asked, are you a college professor? Technically speaking, I am what is called CCP, or College Credit Plus. However, when I first got hired on, the technical term was adjunct professor. And so, yes, I'm calling myself a professor because I find it hilarious that anyone would give me that title.
Professor Stewart.
Yeah.
Adjuncts are the best because they actually care about their job.
Yeah, they have to.
Well, yeah, because you have to go into it with a thing where you're teaching for a purpose, and you have to know and be good at teaching it. Because normal professors, they're there, and you have to have a good reason to get rid of them. Adjuncts are basically half-time college professors. They have a job and then they teach as well. So, like, the school uses them so that way they don't have to pay as many full-time professors.
Oh yeah, it's actually kind of awful, all things considered.
Yeah, no, it really is.
I've had some pretty good professors over my time.
Now
all my adjunct professors have been better than my actual professors.
Now I get a small stipend from my school for being a professor, but that's about it. I don't get anything real big benefits. My goal is to make myself so valuable that they cannot get rid of me unless I just do something evil. And I think everyone knows what I mean by that. So, like, not that that's my goal, but I like being so valuable that I could mess up real hard and no one can do anything about it.
Do a summoning circle in the middle of the school gym to summon Giratina.
Naturally. Yep, you got it. That's the evil thing I'm talking about. So, like...
It's like, what are you doing? I am making connections with my inner Pokemon GM.
And by that, I mean one of the most popular characters that is played by my daughter. I'm summoning my daughter's alter ego.
It's an open secret in the school that I do the YouTube thing.
Yeah.
Now, it's very fortunate that I do this and not say something like regular Pokemon Let's Plays, because that is boring as shit to little kids. So nobody watches my channel. So I can...
Wait, so what do the other teachers and, like, staff think of your channel?
They think it's weird. They're impressed that I make money from it. A few of them are actually really mad because I told them about Takoa. And... I told them about what Takoa does for us, and they're like, wow, we need to start YouTube channels. I'm like, good luck.
Oh, no.
Actually,
no, it's not that simple.
If I wanted to start an esports league at my school, and I kept getting turned down because there's another school that can apparently tell us no in what we do. I don't understand how it works.
Huh.
I don't know how they could. But
I mean, I would have to know information that's not going to be on stream, so...
Yeah, so they can tell us no for whatever weird reason, but I wanted to start an esports league, and another school said no, but next year I'm going to, and I'm going to talk to the superintendent and see if we can actually open up, so you guys might know where I teach soon, maybe next year. I want to open up a Twitch channel, and we can use the Twitch channel to fund, like, the field trips and stuff.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, not only that, it would teach the kids how to run an internet business, and that's what I'm all about. So,
and that's also
makes sense.
That's also smart because of the day and age, by the time they get out in the world, they're gonna have to know how to run a business over the internet.
Exactly. No, it's real smart. The only thing is, our school has a very strict policy against crowdfunding, and I could not tell you why. Like, it's real weird. So, yeah, I'm going to have to fight for that, really. It's fascinating.
I think you could win.
I think I could. I mean, like, it's not going to be a legal fight. I'm going to have to argue with my super, but...
Honestly, what's the difference between the way you make money on Twitch channel and going around selling cookies or doing bottle drives for you?
Exactly. I explained that to them, and they don't understand how crowdfunding works. And so I'm going to have to very carefully explain to my school board that, like, no, that's not how that works at all.
Honestly, when I heard the thing about like the people saying, like, thinking it's like being like more surprised that you make money off of it, just like I guess like people can have careers out of this. It reminded me of the time where I think either you or Elena talked about like this one person who was checking out like one of her, like, it was at a con, and like this person was like looking at one of these like giant, I guess, plushes Elena made, and when Elena told her the price, she like got really mad, and it's like it's that expensive because there's a lot of effort and it's a business. I don't remember what it was, but I think Elena posted, like, the woman said, like, how do you plan to sell something like that with that kind of price or something?
No, it was pretty much exactly that.
And I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah, I pretty much said, like, well, I sell like 3 of them per show, so pretty good, all things considered.
Well,
sorry.
And see,
no.
people like that will get mad about those prices, but they'll buy prints for like $75.
Yeah, exactly.
Night, Mike.
Sorry, Poru, thank you very much for the 5 and the $1 donation. By the way, swamps are known for being mineral rich, so maybe you can work with that. Ooh, I did not realize that. Thank you. He also said, what you do is amazing, Stuart. You work really hard on the maps, and they do look awesome. Thank you. That's very kind. I appreciate that. And as things go on, I usually gain more confidence as is going. There's like on a video I work very, very hard on. Am I roboting?
A little.
A little. Your stream went down for a second.
Oh.
Back up.
Really?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now it's buffering.
Uh-oh.
For me.
It's back up for me now.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Ruh-roh.
But I was gonna say, get some of Playad's in-laws panning for some gold.
Nice.
Just like Plaid be like, oh yeah, that's we call him Uncle Jimmy, but we honestly don't know how he's related to us.
I'm debating. Like, I kind of want to try occasion. Like, I've done Southern Hick so long that it's a parody of itself at this point. Like, I want to try Cajun, and Cajun is weird.
Yeah, it's very weird.
I mean, go for it.
Yeah, so we'll see. I just know I want some swamp people, and I want polite swamp people, because I'm actually kind of tired of the uneducated hick stereotype, which is why I made Plaid so awesome. So...
Just like in the background, you go into these houses, they actually have like supercomputers and labs set up. You're like, oh yeah, welcome to our labs.
What is with all the buffering? I am probably running out of space on just everything in general. This map is actually... This map is actually kind of intensive, so there's a good chance that it's causing lag. And I'm just running through it like it's nobody's business.
Intensive.
Plaid. Let's be like, oh yeah, this is my aunt and uncle you walk, and just the two of them are debating string theory.
Oh, that'd be awesome. No, I love that.
Or you could have ones that are studying like parallel universes and like the paradox of what happened with like Team Vision. And it's just these people studying it, not knowing of what's going on, be like, oh yeah, we've calculated that there's like was this event that caused like our universe to split into two.
Oh my god, yes.
It's called the nightmare timeline and the dream timeline. We're still debating on the names, though. Though we have a hypothesis on the events that led to the following. It's just like...
It's like they're going through this entire time. Fresh Floof is just like, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's just simple string theory. Like, that's all it is. Like,
I love it. It's gonna be a fun one.
You should have come to us for the quantum processor. We just got them laying around.
Like if you did that, I feel like Jade would go even more head over heels for Plaid.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, she would.
Oh my god, I'm really starting to I really like the Plaid Jade pairing at this point.
Like it's so perfect. They're like total opposites, yet they're both awkward in their own right. But when they come together, they're not awkward. It's just like, oh.
Oh god, I want there to be like if like we ever end up making like a Professor Hick, I want him to be famous for creating the hypothesis of how worlds work and call it the Butterfree effect.
Oh my gosh.
I think I just have to call it that now on principle. Like that's just real good.
And if you want to go that way, well, I guess it would kind of tie into because all professors are based off of like mostly trees or plants, called Professor Shroom.
Yes.
What about Kiza? What about Kiza X Prism? Oh wait, Kiza X Prism. That's cute, but that's not what we're going with.
Kiza got stolen by someone else.
Kiza, yeah, we say it like she's property, although she is a fictional character, so I don't care as much. But, but yeah, I like the idea of. Sorry, go ahead.
No, Jade.
I was gonna say, okay, politically correct. Kiza's affection have been placed elsewhere.
Yep.
I'm gonna find some stuff. I like the idea of the swamp being mineral rich. I'm gonna start putting like a little mine somewhere or something. That's a cool idea. Thank you for that.
And then you can have like Aeron and all like the other like mineral eaters there.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. Yeah, let's go with that. I'm trying to think of a real appropriate one.
No Jade Stevenstone. Yeah, no, that ship was never gonna sail.
Because that ship was a joke.
Dead on arrival.
That ship was a joke, and it was meant to be a joke, and it's more funny as that. Like, you don't want that.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
I'm trying to think of something that could possibly be unique
to the swamp.
Plus,
and like now that I hear like swamps are like rich in minerals, I'm thinking of maybe some kind of not like a lowland Geodude, but like a Geodude that adapted to its surroundings and possibly became a different type. Like, because swamps are filled with water, and like Geodude is really weak to water, yet somehow due to the nutrients of the swamp, it developed an immunity to the water and it became part of its genetics. Therefore, it became like a rock water type or a groundwater type.
That would actually be very interesting.
I thought about it, but I don't like Fakemon.
Oh, there's a terminology. Ugh.
Plus, then he has to personally generate it, and he can't.
Oh yeah, that's too. That's too.
Yeah,
no, that's true.
At this point, I spent like 18 hours on this map. I'm getting kind of tired of looking. Like, I'm having fun making it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm also simultaneously tired of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is going on? There we go. Oh, my mind is at the head of the route for no reason. There we go.
No, I thought of other swamp Pokemon, at least just from the games, that might fit in. Carnivine might be good, considering it's like a Venus flytrap.
That would be better in a jungle overall, but it does show up in the swamps in Diamond and Pearl.
Croagunk is obvious. It's based on a poison frog. For some reason, Skorupi shows up, but
yeah.
That's
You
probably
can go anywhere for either a desert or a swamp at this point.
What about Yanma? Would Yanma work?
That would work.
People keep asking for Yanma and them. Is it a popular Pokemon?
People like its design.
It became really popular in 4th gen when it got Yanmega, which was a really needed evolution.
Yep.
Which, like, Yanmega is like one I always want to get because you can actually ride Yanmega. Like, it is mountable one.
And it's really good because like it was introduced around it was introduced in 4th gen when bug types got some like buffed moves. Like it can naturally learn like Air Slash and Bug Buzz.
Plus it gets
it gets speed boost.
Yeah, it has the ability.
Oh yeah, that thing is.
Yeah, every round its combat stage goes up 1 in speed. So.
Yeah, like I randomly found one in Heart Gold, like I've been recently playing through, and it's like I'm debating on taking out my Pidgeotto for it. Because like I've never used a Yanmega, but I've also never used a Pidgeot.
Oh my God, what is up with these rocks? Why aren't these rocks behaving like
they don't like you?
No, they don't. Like I'm not finding a good rock to use.
Just behaving rocks.
Oh, but I've been rewatching the campaign, and I entirely forgot how loud every time the John Cena thing comes on and how loud that thing is.
Thing's terrible. Every time.
There was a guy who unsubscribed because of John Cena. Like I ain't even mad. Like at that point, like
that's actually really funny.
Like that John Cena makes this episode unbearable, unsubscribed, and I'm like, I don't care. Like John Cena was for me. Like John Cena's not for you.
No, honestly, that just made me love Cena even more.
Oh, it makes me love him. It's just it was the Wild Colony gym, and every time she said Cena, I was like, wait, what?
Like every time. Oh God.
The only thing that makes I go back to Wild Colony I go back to Wild Colony simply for when Lavi One Punch Man's a Garchomp. That to me, when I heard that scene or was like witnessed that scene, I was like, I am so glad I decided to watch this.
It was Lavi's best moment by far. Like
it really was.
I don't for Wild Colony because of the Chansey.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that Chansey was probably one of our funniest episodes. I'm not even ashamed to admit that.
It was good comedy.
Now X can pull off some real funnies when he's inclined to.
I mean,
not...
he is kind of funny. I mean, the first time he met me, he threatened to steal, and I quote, he threatened to steal and beat me with my own stick.
do you have a, like, this sounds stupid probably, do you have a blind stick, or what are they called?
It's a cane.
Okay.
I get this a lot. I have a cane.
Oh, that's cool, man.
It's foldable. No, I'm not upset. It's courtesy of Perkins. They actually, well, considering Perkins actually sells like blind stuff, like you can buy a Brailler from them, Brailler repair kits. You can get canes. The nice thing about my cane is it's metal jointed, meaning that when I'm not using it, I can fold it and make it smaller. So therefore, I literally don't have to have like a giant cane lying down on the floor of, like, let's say, a restaurant.
Do you have a sign that says I'm not Daredevil?
No. I feel like I have to get one at this point because everyone keeps calling me Daredevil, and I'm like, I'm not freaking Daredevil. I didn't start taking martial arts when I became blind. I've been taking it, I'd say, for maybe 6 or 7 years.
Nice.
Maybe. I joined really early, and plus, I joined because I thought it would be an interesting sport. I'm not like one of those stupid stereotypes, like, I want to learn karate so I can learn how to fight people. I'm not that stupid. No, I was not. I was not meant to imply that you guys thought I was stupid, because I know you don't.
Well, I mean, Lamp kind of did, but like...
Lamp is Lamp. I'm me.
What was it? I'm surprised. I'm surprised Cena is dead. Someone said. No one said he was dead.
Oh, he's not dead.
No.
First rule of anime: if you don't see the character die, they're not dead.
Yep.
All we know is he's missing a horn now.
Yeah, it's like, what makes you think Cena's dead? That's ridiculous.
It's Cena.
He will never die. He will live on in our hearts until he actually comes back to life.
The fact that Sarah came back with one of his horns leaves them to believe he's dead.
Oh no, Pincer lost one of his. Oh, Cena lost one of his horns. What's he gonna do? Oh, I don't know. Maybe he'll make a bet. Maybe he'll make a robot Pincer.
Oh God.
God, not that again.
But no.
No.
I think.
Sorry, go ahead.
Did I hit a sore spot?
Not really, but
okay.
Cena became such a running joke for a while that the thing is, if I hear the joke, and if I hear a request so many times, I immediately dismiss it of like, oh, I'm never doing that now, because I'm just a stubborn dick like that.
Sorry, I was closing my door.
How dare.
There we go. Nah, there. I had to make sure to leave it open because I got a dog sleeping on my bed, and I want her to be able to get out. Get right, Peppers.
She
Shut up, I talked to my dogs.
No, it's fine. I'm reading chat now. She came out with one of his horns. Yes, she did. Doesn't mean she won. Just saying.
I mean, he kept her... to be fair, he suplexed her into a portal, and she's been stuck there until literally the end of the Infinity War stream. Cena wouldn't die. Sarah only wishes she could have killed him.
I have a surprise for Cena.
Cena.
Like, believe me, I've got a surprise for Cena, and you're all going.
He returns as a Mega Cena.
You're all going to love it, and yeah, you're all gonna love it. I promise. I will not spoil this. I will not spoil this one because I need at least a couple surprises, guys.
Yeah.
Something that I actually wanted to tell you just because I don't think it's really much, but I just do think it's just kind of nice. Yeah. I kind of have a diary that I write, and whenever I finish an entry, I always finish it off with a quote.
Mm-hmm.
Like whether it's from video games or something I've heard. And my most recent one was, "Sorry, steel super effective against rock."
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm just and like I just thought of what the next one I would do. This started off as Beyblade, and now we're in Berserk. What is this?
That's a great quote.
I love that. I love that.
Esme was so great for that stream.
Oh my god, she was honestly. I loved all of the Shenanigan gang. Dr. Puce, Venti, and Esme. They're love them all. I always love rewatching the Steelix railgun part. I just love how just you say run just starts when Venti just basically just says screw you to the charge of time.
Yeah.
Nice edit with the you say run.
Thank you.
Or however it's pronounced.
We wanted to have
Got it
JK animate that one, but unfortunately she was going through her own thing at the time. But originally that was going to be an animated segment. So
even if it's not, it's still glorious in its own right.
Right.
I mean, you don't need much imagination to just imagine a Steelix flying towards an Eveltal with a hardened metapod in its mouth and just piercing right through it.
Jesus.
With a man riding on him.
With a man running on it.
Well, since I'm in the wild colony, I think my favorite part so far, at least watching it, is Stuart slowly getting more mad during that gym fight, and then him getting really mad with that crit.
Like, Stuart, I love you, but when you're angry, your stuff is enjoyable. That makes me a bad person, I know.
No, that doesn't make you a bad person.
It kind of should, because I'm enjoying someone else's frustration.
Schadenfreude, my friend. Schadenfreude.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Schadenfreude exists, and boy, it's so German.
Could that be considered racist?
Probably, actually, because... sorry, I'm focusing on the swamp.
Swamp!
I'm gonna merge this. Hope I'm just moving... mother lover.
Yes, I am a mother lover, but only to my mom. Because she's my mother.
That's not what that means. That's not...
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Out of the stream. Out of the stream. I don't care if you're running it. Out of this stream.
I mean, like...
No, I'm not leaving.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's right. You better back down.
At this point, the fight isn't worth the risk, so I'm just gonna back off. Whatever. I'm doing a cost-benefit analysis, and it's not worth arguing with you.
You think you can use big words?
When Venti destroyed the stone. Oh my gosh.
God, I love that I'm able to do this. This just shows that I belong here. I have found my people.
Good night, Daddy.
Good night, Jojo. Hey, you want to say good
night,
night,
Jojo?
You want to say night stream?
Night stream.
Night, Jojo.
What's up?
It sounded like she said nice queen.
What?
It sounded like she said nice queen.
At the moment? Yeah, let me check.
I need to go to the post office tomorrow.
Alright, I'll check. Give me a second. Sorry. Checking the business account to see how much money we have, because it's probably not a lot at the moment.
But you have to check it because you've got to have more money.
It's not that. It's just she has to send out a whole bunch of website orders tomorrow.
I know.
No, it's fine. It's just...
I'm making the references. Oh, no.
But Stuart, you're supposed to have all the money.
When Venti broke that crystal, I could just hear Stuart's soul leave his body. You aren't wrong. Alright, hold on.
Plot twist, that burst crystal actually contains the GM's soul as well as the Lord of Time. Oh, no, not the Lord of Time. No, it was the Lord of Time.
Yep.
I would have more money in the bank account.
If I what?
I said, if y'all bought from the website more,
Alex is trying to guilt you into buying from the website.
I mean, I'd love to buy plushes, but my stepdad's a jerk and says, like, oh, men don't get plushes. And I'm like, I don't care. But I still
men don't get plushes.
I got an Espeon plush and a Charmander plush.
Men don't get plush. Okay, so that is a completely different generation So.
Yeah.
I wish he would. I wish he wouldn't.
That was a person's parent.
Yeah, that was my stepdad. Which, like, he really, like, this shouldn't really amount to anything, but I thought he would have got it considering A, he watches anime, B, he's Asian, and C, I just recently found out about this, but I think it's cool. He's a Buddhist, or he was raised as a Buddhist. I don't know if that's why he still continues to shave his head. But I thought, like, if I had ever gotten, like, a plush or something, like, he'd be okay with it. But he says, like, I don't know if he means it to be like that, but that's what it comes off as, and I really hate it. Like when I went to PAX, like, I got a Master Ball, I got a giant Master Ball pillow, a Groudon plush, and a Jolteon plush, and he pretty much gave it away to charity, like, without telling me.
That's kind of turdy. It's kind of douchey, not gonna lie.
Yeah, like who cares? Like, even if, like, I get it, yeah, kids would appreciate it, but at the same time, like, I bought that as a memory. That was literally the very first video game convention I ever went to. Now all I have are pictures of cosplayers that we ended up meeting there that I can't really appreciate, and just a PAX East sweater that I have no idea where it even is.
Yeah.
And just some Pokemon shirts that I wear sometimes. But, ugh.
Anyway. God, I want to finish this later because I'm getting burnt out. Yeah, I'm going to have to... Boy, I'm going to disappoint some people tomorrow. I am burnt out, and I can't finish this right now.
Hey, you've got limits. You're human.
Yeah. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to end the stream, guys. Thank you for joining us. I can see people getting tired. I'm getting tired. Unfortunately, we did not get to 10 sponsors. I wanted to get to 10. All right, I'm gonna, like, I'm talking now. I'll give people time to chat, but this is my time, okay?
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. You're not in trouble. I'm just letting you know. Alright, so we are going to bid everyone adieu tonight. Thank you everyone for donating. House YouTube will be at full strength tomorrow, and we didn't get to 10 sponsors, but you know what? You guys are so awesome. I'm just gonna do it. Like, you guys can use the thing, or we'll carry it over tomorrow. You know, I'll decide later. So, thank you everybody. Pledge to the Patreon. And love you bunches. I am burnt out and tired. Thank you all. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.